Yo, 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 once again, we are back. This is We're Just the Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
You know, another week and some more madness going on in these streets, man. Mike, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man.
All
I'm
right,
starting to feel start to see the pollen drop, so
my
that means
car,
some good weather's about to come back
my
around.
car is polluted with pollen right now.
Yeah.
This shit is
I don't ever
horrible.
wash my car when pollen season come around. I wait
It's
till
pointless.
that shit.
It's pointless.
I wait till that shit just do its due diligence, and then I hit the car wash.
I'll ride around with a cakey ass car before I wash that shit,
Yeah.
and then it just be the same shit tomorrow.
Just to come back on there again. So
All
I
right.
ain't got time for that.
So before we get into this shit, man, we need to give us a big shout out to our Do Work Media family, the guys over at Coffee and Duchess. You know, big Wilt Chamberlain numbers. We had 100 episodes. So let's go ahead and give it up for the dogs. Shout out to Sweet Precious Jones. Shout out to Megan Don. Shout out to Drew Money in the building.
Yes,
And,
sir.
we here, man. So let's start this shit off, man. Last week, was that last week or was that this week?
What?
This future shit.
Oh, that was like Saturday.
So this shit.
No, that was what, Thursday?
Yeah, that was like Thursday.
Thursday, Friday.
I remember
Friday
sleep.
night. Friday night.
I remember being on Twitter and I was like, "Oh shit, this shit happened in real time." This
Thursday
young
night,
lady. This young lady got on her Snapchat and was basically saying how she was on the way to the club, and her friend texted her and was like, don't even pull up because Future not letting women of your stature in. And
And when she says stature, she means big women.
BBWs.
BBWs.
And from there madness ensued. That's
Yes.
all I can say.
I opened up my Twitter app Friday morning and shit was crazy.
It's just this let me know that Future really like that, because it's like every time he's associated with something or he's like his name is brought up into something, like this shit just catch fire, like whether it's positive or negative, like, and it come to find out he didn't really even do this shit, but just because his name and his if you want to say his track record and his past or whatever, it's easy to put him it's easy to drag him through the mud with this whole situation. So, it was a lot of misogyny, it was a lot of
He said it was a fake story on Instagram. He was under somebody post saying it's a fake story. Take the shit down.
Yeah, basically what happened was, if you ever been to like a club in a big city like LA, Miami, like they scout the lines, man. They really do scout the lines, and it don't got nothing to do with whoever's in the club at the time. Like these artists really don't care who in the club. Like they come, they get their walkthrough money or their performance money, and that's really it. Like they don't really care like who's in the club, but the promoters and whatnot, like they will.
I heard them promoters down there be on shit like that.
Yeah, they do, especially in Miami and LA. But they scout these lines, and if you don't fit a certain image or aesthetic, you're not getting in the club, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Like, of course, Future didn't have nothing to do with this, but like I said, he's like the low hanging fruit here. It's easy to just get at him.
Man, listen, I will say them memes. Them jokes on Twitter was funny as fuck, man. I can't even lie, man.
Yo,
Man, listen, Twitter don't waste no time. The Family Guy shit, when the women standing outside, he roll by.
I'm not gonna laugh too hard, man, because
Man,
I'm pro
listen.
BBW, man. Hey, listen, Mo's pro BBW. I don't hate none of y'all.
It ain't
But
about hate.
that
It's-
shit
it's
was
about
funny as hell.
preference.
That shit was funny, man.
I saw some big women tripping off them jokes.
No, me too. That's what I'm saying.
So-
Like, I saw a lot of women laughing at this shit, but I did see a lot of women up in arms about this shit. And me personally, I'm just like,
What is BBW to you?
big, beautiful women.
I'm saying, like, what's the look though?
Well, you want me to build a BBW, or what are you asking me?
That's exactly what I'm asking you.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think like who already fit that mold.
Like Monique.
We talking about Parker's Monique or current Monique?
Parker's Monique.
Nah,
She that's considered BBW.
right, but it's still
Is there a range?
it's still like different. It's still it's still different types of BBW, like like builds. Damn, that shit sound crazy. Me saying that,
I'm just saying.
but nah, it is. It's different. It's different. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Monique now.
Monique now, she's like, I don't know. I don't even look at Monique like that. Monique she's like the auntie that come around during the holidays. I don't really look at her like that.
I feel you.
She cool though. But Parker's Monique, nah. She just even going off the show, like that was low key sexual harassment to Parker's. Niggas don't talk about that.
What was sexual harassment?
That man she stalked Professor Ogilvy the whole show.
Oh yeah, you right. She did. She touched up on him.
She
all
touched
type of
on
ways.
this man.
Yeah,
no
you're
consent.
Right.
There was no consent on that.
You're right. I never thought about that.
And then finally, the man caved in towards the end of the show. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with
I
you.
never thought about it. She
Nah.
really did. Yeah, she
was
really did
stalking
touch
this
upon him
man,
and stalking him all
busting
kind of
through
shit.
this nigga door, being obnoxious. Like this man would have women over already. Oh, get your skinny ass out. Like
Damn,
coming at
you're
all them.
right.
Nah, niggas don't talk about that, but that's harassment.
That was harassment. That type of shit that she was on. That's crazy.
Her
I never
daughter,
thought about
too.
it like that. Her daughter ain't never really messed with
Nah,
nobody.
her daughter was chasing what's the nigga, man? Not the nigga in the group, but them. It was another nigga, bruh. But yeah, I'll update that theory.
crazy.
But yeah, Nikki Parker was a sexual harasser, abuser.
Wow, that's crazy. I never thought about that shit. I look at that show completely different now.
Think about it now, Professor Ogilvy.
If that was
always,
if it was the other way around, it would have been
Yeah, that-
it would have been frowned upon.
yeah, it would have been frowned upon.
Yeah, it would've been frowned
Ogilvy
upon.
was always like, "Yo, leave me alone." Like
Yeah.
this nigga used to come in the cafeteria and try to turn around. Like
She
yo,
grabbed this man ass all kind of
all
shit.
the time.
Yo.
All the sexual advances. That man ain't even with that. Not T. T was cool with her.
T was cool with her.
T was cool with her. It was another dude that
I can't think of the
around.
dude that he talking about though.
Nah,
T ended up dating the white girl on
Yeah.
the show. I can't remember though. I can't remember.
Nah, that's facts though.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like we said, man, Future caused the onslaught on social media, man. Come to find out, this young lady, her story didn't match up because at first, like she was tweeting like, "Yo, Future was like," she was making it seem like Future was doing this,
Check was
personally.
cleared.
Like he was acting at the door, like, "Nah, you can't get in."
Check was cleared.
But a few hours later, she was like, "Nah, it wasn't
Story
him.
switch up.
It wasn't." So you think she got paid?
Yeah,
Who paid her?
I don't know. Or she could have just been clout chasing. One of the two.
I think it's clout chasing because, for you to not know if this man did that personally, you got on your Snapchat and not only did you tag Shade Room, but you tagged Future in the post too. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even have no proof that this man did that.
Hey man, this is the era that we live in.
We live in a crazy era right now, man. Shit, the lie spread around faster than the truth. So
How you feel about that one video that's going around with the big girl canceling fat bougie niggas?
I feel like that's
I see this video creep up on the TL at least once a week.
a few times a week.
Like it keeps circulating.
I don't understand where this shit is coming from because it's like, me as a chubby bourgeois myself, I don't. It's like I don't.
You said fat bourgeois.
I don't.
Chubby bourgeois.
I don't understand that.
That's crazy.
I don't understand. I don't understand the hate.
Getting canceled, bro. They
I
getting
don't
y'all
under-
out the paint, saying
don't-
y'all can't have no pics.
Shit, that's a lie. I didn't have it my way.
And it's crazy because they have their pics.
They
Why
have
y'all
their
can't have
pics,
y'all
but
pics?
that's what it is. Like men across the board, we cannot have a pic or preference.
Mike gonna have his pics. I
That's
tell
what
you
I'm
straight up
saying.
right now.
Listen.
I like a thick. I do like light skin. Yes, I do know there's some and love some beautiful brown skin. Bernice Burgos is my goat.
Is she still your goat?
Yeah, all day.
All right.
Oh, niggas told me that was a music video, so I ended up following her back. Yeah,
No, because you did dub Bernice Burgos, bro.
I did though. I dubbed her real quick when I seen that
you
shit.
know what's funny about those pictures, bro? They was in the bed playing a video game, and Bernice had an Xbox controller, and Young and May had a fucking PlayStation controller. No, look at that. Go back and look at those pictures, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck going on here? Did they got like a system link or something? Like, what's going on? Like, but anyways, man. Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah.
don't understand. Like, it's crazy. Like, niggas just across the board, all builds with. We just can't like.
Man, I got my purses. I was having this conversation the other day. I should like my is face, body, then skin complexion for me.
I'm just talking about like how like even like you in the gym, you on your grind or whatever. It's really it's you can have your pace as long as you're not disrespectful about it. You know what I'm saying? A nigga like me, I hit the gym seldomly, but I'm still in there or whatever. But it's like, dude, we got videos made about us. We got all these crazy tweets, all kind of shit, But as soon as we say like what we want, we got all the boozy, you boozy and all this other.
Y'all should display the same energy and say how they say. Be like, oh, I never had no problem getting no nigga. Da, 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 da. Y'all need to match the energy with them on the TL. But I know why y'all don't do it, because y'all don't care.
We really don't care. When I be on the TL popping my shit, I really pop my shit, but it's not like on no trying to shit on nobody. I be speaking facts. Like I don't be having no problems in them areas. Like people getting curved. I mean, everybody get curved, but I don't be like feeling the need to make videos about the shit. Like,
that video is hilarious.
That shit is hilarious. So like,
my dog called her Della Reese.
She gotta chill, man. Touched by an Angel gotta chill, bro. Facts.
No, I said Della. When he texted me that, I said, no, she definitely looked like a Della Reese. That was the craziest part about it.
That's Darnell mom. She gotta chill, bro.
That shit is crazy. That's crazy, man.
I ain't understanding that shit, man. That shit's funny to me, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day.
Yeah, but they try to get Future out the paint real quick, and he ain't had nothing to do with that shit.
At all. At all.
You already know he's skating on thin ice for most women anyway.
So. I can't tell. They was lined up trying to get in the club to see the nigga. So what we talking about? It must be two women. Am I lying or what?
Must be, man.
I mean, cause you gotta think the woman who didn't get turned around and tweeting saying that shit was fucked up, right?
No, there was some women actually tripping.
A lot of women were tripping.
A bunch of LMAOs. Across the field.
I saw a whole lot of, well, you shouldn't be laughing at this shit. Like, what?
I saw one tweet that nigga said, the card about, but your mama fat. Yeah, but my mom's in her 50s, you 22. Let's talk about it. I was like, God damn. That shit stung. I felt that damn tweet.
No, that's facts, though. That's facts. Why is that the go-to though?
It's always the go-to.
Why
it's
is
gonna
that
be the go-to even.
I don't for
it's
one.
It's gonna be the go-to for everything.
I don't look at my mom like that, bro. It's like stop being weird and bringing my mom into this shit. Like, it's not about my mom. We can talk about moms now.
It's always the go-to. It's always gonna be the
no.
I've accepted that. That's always gonna be the go-to when it comes to that topic.
That's what you gotta ask. You want to talk about moms? We can talk about moms. You want to talk about fathers?
No, we can't talk about fathers. We gonna get on that topic actually right now. Matter of fact, that was a good segue. Right. So Terry Crews got criticized for saying that you need fathers in your life. Fathers give you something that the mothers can't, and a lot of his female supporters are putting him through the ringer right now for his comments, saying they're homophobic. Saying I saw one tweet that said, "Well, Terry." A friend of mine was raised by both their mothers, and she came out fine. You need to do better with your choice of words or something like that.
Is Terry Crews being accused?
We was with you, and now we're not with you type shit.
Is he being accused of being toxic?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun,
ironic, right? Funny how the tables turn, Terry.
Nah, it's still same. It's still same. Listen, man, this is what I said. When Terry Crews was getting fondled or whatever, he didn't do nothing. He was the safe black guy. You know what I'm saying? When he speaks up and starts speaking about, fatherhood and, the importance of a father, especially coming from a black man.
So let me read. Let me read.
Go ahead and put it in context for these people, though. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna read a couple of these tweets. No matter what point Terry Crews trying to make with that tweet, nobody could tell me that it isn't incredibly homophobic to say that the children of same gender couples are severely malnourished of love. Terry Crews, your tweet about how kids need both maternal and paternal love was actually fucking offensive. One of my close friends has two mothers and she's doing just fine! ! Please learn how to express your points better. Terry Crews.
What's the common denominator in the people tweeting those?
I can tell you right now just by looking at their profile pics. Well, first of all, most of these tweets I see are coming from white women. Oh, you know Tariq Nasheed got on that real quick.
Shout out to Tariq Nasheed, man. A lot of niggas biting his swag. Shout out to Tariq, man.
Those of us damaged by our fathers may have had I don't know how to pronounce this word. Visceral reaction to your earlier tweet. I know I did, but while I didn't need my father, I found other role models of what men should be. So those are just a couple of tweets. So what's your overall look on this shit, man?
I mean, I was getting into it basically when it comes down to it, when he was, you know, playing, when he was the victim, and you know he wasn't standing up to the man, quote unquote. You know, those same women, that same demographic of people, they was cheering him on. He was safe. You know what I'm saying? But the minute he speaks up about, you know, the importance of a father, you know, the importance of a father figure role, especially coming from a black man, it's a problem. They turned on him. You know, I just let you know what time it is out here, man. Just let you know. I mean, I hope Terry learned a lesson from it, but you know, I don't think I've said what I said about Terry.
As soon as you have your own opinion on something, they'll flip on you.
Yeah, they'll flip on you.
Just like that.
You
can have a belief. You can have a belief of that nature and still support them. But you see how quick they was to get rid of you?
Yeah, immediately.
Now you homophobic.
And there's nothing homophobic about that.
There's nothing homophobic about that at all.
But you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that lets you know what time it is, man. I mean, without saying,
man,
I
didn't even have to hear him say that to believe that. I always said that. I always felt like, and it go vice versa. There's some things that you need from your mother that your father can't give you. Exactly. Just like certain things you get from your father, your mother can't give you.
There's no.
Not to say I was raised in a single parent household. My mom did a great job. I had my grandfather in my life, so he kind of filled the void.
You still had influences, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still had examples.
Definitely.
You still had examples.
She did a great job, but she would even say that, you know, it's tough because
can't teach you.
Yeah, certain things that at the end of the day, a father can give his son. That's just the facts. How that ever equated to being homophobic is crazy.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Especially when you're saying that, even your mom said that, because my mom says that too. Like, it's certain things like a man has to teach a young man, or it's certain things that, you know, because I have a daughter. You know, it's important for her to see me. I'm the first man she's gonna love, so it's like that's important for her. She has to. That's an example that I have to set for her. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get how that homophobic. Like, you know, I feel how I feel about Terry Crews in that situation, but he wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong in that situation.
He said at all. I mean,
not at all.
I have no problem saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man wasn't wrong at all.
Because I didn't even hear him shut it down on the other side. He just said that, you know, you do need a father in your life. That was it. It was nothing slandering them or that group of people and none of that. So, you know, they took it personal. They'll be all right, though.
Shout out Terry Crews, man.
I ain't gonna shout him out, but, you know.
Shout out Terry Crews.
Should it be back to normal in about a week?
Going against them people, man.
Yeah. Because you know who's sitting back laughing at that shit was us.
Oh, yeah. I was laughing at
the cast that he was bashing. But that's why I said it's funny how the tables turn.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, man, hopefully he learns a lesson from that. But, you know, Terry Crews is a very outspoken man, so he'll be back with the bullshit soon.
All right, man. So we don't usually talk about shit like this, but it was all over the TL. So how I feel about this Jordan Woods shit, man?
Man, free Tristan Thompson, man.
Who is he playing for?
He's still in Cleveland? Yeah, he's still in the Cavs. Some boy gave him $80 million. Don't give a fuck if he's still in the bench. He better have his ass in that Quicken arena. Better have his ass there. Hey, my dog cut off every comment on Instagram.
He did? He turned his comments off?
Yeah. You got to scroll to catch a comment.
Nah, dog. You got to keep the comments on. He did. I mean, yeah, he fucked up, but at the same time, too, like, my only thing was, let me cut you off. My only thing with this, from watching the Jordan Woods shit, how she said the kiss wasn't solicited. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't down with that shit. That's my only thing. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have thought that through differently. That shit wasn't right. Oh yeah, he kind of took advantage of her in that situation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't right at all. That's my only takeaway from that. But I feel like Tristan Thompson, he been wanting to get out of this situation, man.
He's Teflon when it comes to Chloe.
Oh yeah,
he can't shake her
at all. At all. Shake her. I know he's sitting somewhere like, damn.
I usually don't speak on people like feelings when it comes to certain relationships. But just outside looking in, it don't really look like he love that girl, man.
I'm just going off.
It feels like he's in imprisonment and he's been trying to do shit to get out.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like it's something going on, man. It's something going on with Chloe because all these niggas, like they, like it never works out, man. It never does.
She ain't even worth for look for me. So most of the time I be thinking it's just a money move or a pub move, just a look. But other than that, like she not grabbing my attention. She walking down the street, I'm still, looking the other way.
Listen, man, French Montana ended up flirting with her homegirl. She took the homegirl back, but now they got beef with Jordan. James Harden, it's coming out now that she actually stole Harden from I'm thinking Trina or some shit like that. I
think French was the one. French was the one with Trina, I think.
But it was like French ended up flirting with her homegirl, the Malika girl. So it's like, how you take her back, but y'all trying to band up against this girl.
She don't want to let him go. She do not want to let that man go. And he's trying to do everything in his power to get up out of that situation.
Hey, man, when you kick a nigga out, he go to his first BM house, man. That nigga ain't trying to fuck with you like that, man. That nigga, he could go to his house or he can go get a hotel room. But the fact that he went to his first baby mama's house, that nigga don't fuck with you.
I think that man has a type. Because when I see Jordan Woods and I see his first baby mama, they kind of like in the same class. So, and Chloe, she's way off over here.
Hey, man, Tristan trying to come back home to his black queens, man. And
that's what it all is at the end of the day.
Chloe.
Did Tristan say Black History Month?
Oh, damn. I don't know. But I mean, the culture united as one to defend Jordan. I'll say
that's what I'm saying.
That was a highlight. Because
they really thought that shit was gonna go the other
way. They thought that shit. You had Larissa Pippen speaking out, and Future was just trashing you a couple months ago.
She said something.
Yeah, she was like, it's fucked up how people, manipulate people's relationships.
Whoa, Kimosabe.
Whoa, I owe my dog for furting me 2 kilos. Chill out, Larissa. Chill out. Like. You're the last person.
Yeah, that need to be speaking on the situation.
Last person.
And Scotty took you back after the first time.
With the same nigga.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Hey man, Future's crazy, man.
We don't forget those emojis under the IG pictures, man. That's all I know when it comes to that Larsa Pippen situation. But yeah, she should be the last one speaking on this.
The last nigga. But the only Kardashian that I fuck with out of all of this shit, I'm thinking back, like Kourtney don't have no type of shit going on.
Not really.
Kourtney done had her kids. She realized men across the board ain't shit. So I'ma just get me a little youngin and I'ma chill out. You don't hear about her in no type of drama.
Not even with Scott no more.
Not even with Scott. Scott be chilling. Scott doing his own shit. You know what I'm saying? She raising her kids and she chilling. She don't be in no type of headlines or nothing at all. At all. Except for when her and Scott was in the little shit, but that was minor.
Yeah, outside of that, they really do be chilling. But as far as like that whole Tristan Thompson shit,
yeah, that's Tristan,
and he's not being held accountable. That's what's so crazy. It's only her. You know how we always say as men, like you never approach a dude. You just your girl.
Hey, when Chloe,
she's not doing that on the woman's side.
When she tweeted, "He's the father of my child," I knew she ain't about to lead this man.
Yeah. Talking about they addressed it privately. If he would have lied publicly, it would have been addressed publicly. Some bullshit that she made up.
He ain't spoke about this shit at all publicly. So what we talking about?
He's not going to. Why would he come out and say anything about what happened?
Hey man, shout out Tristan Thompson, man.
That Red Table interview was crazy though, and that's the first time I even seen that shit.
Yeah, I
don't be watching that shit like that.
Yeah, I had to watch that shit, man. Shout out to Will and Jada, man. They held it down because them girls was gonna try to blackball. They was gonna try to railroad that young lady, man. So
oh yeah, she close with the Smith family. So
yeah,
like they came in and swooped in on the carpet.
They like uncle and auntie to her. Like I didn't know Jordan was like her family was like heavy like that in Hollywood.
She like 22, 21.
Yeah, like them boy held it down. Shout out to Will and Jada, man. I mean, shit.
They was like, nah, y'all not about to get her out the paint.
Help me out, Uncle Will. You know, please, like, please, Auntie Jada, help me out. I need help too.
For Tristan to go out of all the girls in the club, right? He kissed her. That's how I know. That's how I kind of feel like he really wanted out of that situation. Cause you messing with.
He was thinking that shit was gonna go different. He was thinking, oh, you fuck with one of my friends, you dead, like that type of shit. But really, what happened was they would.
Damn, what would have happened if he would have smashed? If that's the case,
I don't think nothing would have happened still.
You still think it would have been the same energy from her?
Because Chloe knows she don't want to leave that nigga, dog. I feel like Chloe.
If I got the mindset. If I got the mindset that Tristan got, and I'm sitting back and I'm looking at it, I said, "Oh, that shit. Damn, I probably should have tried to get him." If I had the mindset that he's had looking at this situation, all that shit behind a kiss. Think about that shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me, man.
I feel like that shit kind of was strategic. Out of all the females in the club,
it was her. It was strategic. He know who Jordan Woods is, bro. Like it's not like I'm pretty sure they've been around each other like several times, and it ain't like no coincidence. He knew what he was doing. That's what I'm saying. Free Tristan Thompson, man. That nigga does not want to be with her.
So and then someone was asking, well, if he doesn't want to be with her, why he just don't tell her that? I can't answer that. Sometimes men do certain things to try to get up out of certain situations.
Maybe Tristan probably been like, yo, like, I ain't really feeling this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What if she's like the one trying to save face for the media? Like, you never know. You never know. Tristan
ain't never really gonna speak out on no shit.
Chloe been through a lot, like when it comes like relationships and shit like that. Like if you really look at her timeline, like she's dealt with a lot of dirt publicly. Like she probably like
the first one I remember was, and the only reason why I remember that because he played for my team. That was Rashad McCants.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Rashad McCants. Rashad basically was saying like how none of them boy no good. I believe Rashad.
Yeah, track record, man. And then we talking about 05, 06.
Yeah, that was like 06.
So track record.
He was saying basically how she basically fucked his career up.
Track record, man. I don't know what it is that I don't know, man. But hey, do your thing. That's all I can say about that. But yeah, y'all try to get Jordan Woods out the paint and didn't work. She'll be back on IG posting her shit again soon. That's how I look at it.
Man, a positive I take from this is she get to possibly like, you know, start her own shit, have her own shit going on.
She gonna have a makeup line.
Yeah, without all this other shit, without that family. So, yeah, that's a positive that I take from it.
So, did you catch Offset's Breakfast Club interview?
Yeah, I saw it.
What you think about that?
It was pretty good. I mean, for people who don't know him like that or don't really follow him like that, I guess that was good. You know, showed his personality a lot.
So, how you feel about he believed there's too much drug glorification in today's rap music?
I don't know, man. I guess it's always weird hearing niggas who rap about that shit talk about like saying that it's too much of it, but I mean, it's all subjective, really. It depends on what you choose to like really like follow and listen to. A lot of niggas not really rapping about that shit, but it is on the other spectrum is niggas rapping about it, but it's different. Like you got people rapping about it from a you know, this need to stop angle. You got niggas rapping about the trap aspect of it, but it's a lot of aspects with the trap shit as well. Like, you know, rapping about like the pain that comes from it. You know, there's people rap about both sides of it. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it's a subject that's not gonna go away. Really, like I feel like as long as it's affect like urban communities, people are gonna talk about it. That's how I feel.
I thought it was. I just felt like it was just a person who crossing over to a new point in his life.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
I look at that like that too. He getting old.
He named his album Father 4. You know, he got his relationship with Cardi, trying to get that on track. I think he looking at life a lot different now. You feel like that's going to affect his music as far as like?
Nah, I mean, cause
I like this album.
Yeah, the album was cool. I don't understand like when people be trying to say like, oh, he tried to do some different shit, but at the end of the day, like even he said it like how much y'all want me to rap about these watches that a good 80 to 90% of my fan base will never own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. It's like, I'm not even trying to like, you know, bash niggas when I bring up certain niggas, but like when Cole say shit like this, like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Cole already was on course for that type of shit. Yeah. Like I guess it's different because the way Offset came in. So it's like he came in flashy and whatnot, and now he been flashy. Then he dropped Father 4, and it's like on some different shit. It's different vibes. But at the end of the day, like I felt like that shit was cool. Like I don't know, man. I liked it. I didn't have a problem with the album.
Best Migo album?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. Out of all the solo joints, hell yeah.
Who had the worst one?
Quavo.
That's what I was about to say too. Yeah,
but I like actually Quavo shit really not that bad when you go back and listen to it. It's just not the best out of the three.
I can get with that. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was flat out bad. It was, yeah, if you had to rank them.
If you just ranking those three albums, Quavo is dead last.
I feel like you think they're gonna. How many more albums you think they're gonna have together as a collective group?
I honestly feel like they just need to ride that shit out as a group. I feel like this solo shit, it was cool, but they need each other.
For how many more years?
I don't know. I mean, like Offset. So what? He's 20. He just say 27. I don't know how old the other dudes is, but I don't know. I mean, the music,
Takeoff is like a couple years younger. He's more like
he the youngest one of all of them.
Yeah, he the youngest.
I feel like the music industry like is different because you can stretch it out like for a while. You gotta think them together, like they came into this shit like late 2012. You know, like that was when Bando and like Versace and all that shit came out. So for 2012, what we in 2019 now. You know what I'm saying? Like
you about to cross over in 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's quick. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe after 10 years, you probably can you know start venturing off and like really doing like your own solo shit. But I feel like for right now, after they get done with like you know all these solo albums, it should be the focus should be Migos. Like it should just be Migos. Like trying to establish like that feeling again. Like 2016, they was hot. You know what I'm saying?
That was when Culture came out. Was it 2016?
Culture, Bad and Bougie, like all that shit was out. Like they was on fire.
You think they could repeat that?
It's possible. It's possible. All it takes is the right hit, another hit. Yeah, I think they had a lot of songs. They dropped a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit from 2013 up to now. They dropped a lot of shit.
I heard a lot of people really didn't like Culture 2.
It was too long. I feel they could.
That shit was like 25 tracks.
Yeah, they could have cut that shit up. I don't think it should.
I've never been a fan of like albums post like 15 tracks. There's a few like albums I could say that's in their 20s that like I really fuck with. But outside of that, though, I feel like that shit your shit got to be real good for it to be 20 plus.
Honestly, I don't think I really like the double album because when I think like 25, that's damn near double album status. So
25 is long as fuck.
That's long as fuck. Like
that's why I can't sit back and listen to no Chris Brown project. I still ain't listened to all the Dream shit yet. That shit like 40 something.
Yeah, that's it's a dub for that type of shit.
Like I can't.
Like when you gotta split that shit up into certain days.
God damn.
You might want to listen to. You might want to start a 40-track album one day. Then tomorrow you ain't gonna feel like listen to that shit tomorrow.
There's about 3 albums I can say that's 20 plus that I recognize and I like. And that's All Eyes on Me.
I just was about to say All Eyes on Me.
Late Registration and Carter 2.
I forgot Late Registration was long. But see, that's a good album.
That's what I'm saying. And it had a skit in it.
Yeah, you don't really...
That mesh and all the tracks mesh well. And then the Carter 2, it had the skits in it too and it meshed very well. But outside of them 3, I'm not sitting back listening to no 20. I can't think of no 20 plus album that I was like, yeah, that shit I'm really fucking with. And to be honest with you, I think artists should be more focused on. It should be like I say about minimum 7, 8 to 15 window when it comes to CDs and tracks. Cause I think when you start tapping in the 15 plus range, you just putting throwaway tracks on there. And some of them should be throwaway tracks.
Mm-hmm. That's filler.
It's filler shit. And it's like, dog, you had so much quality and longevity with the project.
Yeah,
you
compact it. You take away from the overall, the overall feel of the album at that point.
Exactly. That's why I've always been a fan of 13. Like 13 is my 13 tracks on the album is perfect. Cause that's enough for you to get the quality in there. You probably have a couple of hits on there. Shit, you can even if you want to throw like a little skit on there, you can have that for one track. But outside of that, man, it's no need for no 20-something tracks. Oh, and Life After Death, that's probably another one. That was considered double disc.
Yeah, it was.
Even when I think about Ho's projects, like Blueprint 2 is like 20 tracks.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's not a problem when it's like a actually good album. Like when you got when you got more good tracks than tracks that you can like live without, it's not a problem. Like Blueprint, that's a good album. You know what I'm saying? All Eyes on Me, good album. Like it's not a problem with the length of the album at that point because you actually want more of it when you're listening to it.
There was a couple of tracks on Blueprint 2 that had to be on there.
On Blueprint 2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. There was a couple of them that didn't have to. And remember when he came back with the 2.5?
Yeah. Like the Blueprint 2, that should have been it for Blueprints.
Yeah, that should have been it.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was wilding.
Because in Magna Carta Holy Grail, that's long too. It's not 20, it's like 18, 17.
I don't like that album.
I don't like it. It's at the bottom of the discography for
that
me.
And
I think a lot of artists need to get back to doing that though, like really taking the time. But I think it's because we live in a rush era. Everybody want music right now. So I don't think a lot of artists are really sitting back and really putting the time to sit and really do thorough checks when it come to certain tracks. They want to get the music out now because people want it now and all kind of shit. And I feel like that's when you start tapping into when you tap into that type of world as far as your music, then I feel like that's when the quality suffer, depending on the artist.
Do it suffer when you let LeBron A&R your album too?
You don't like the album? You can talk about that.
I feel like it could have been better.
I hadn't really finished listening to it yet. I heard the production was crazy though.
Like it got its moments. Like the production got its moments, but I feel like overall Chainz got a good ear for beats. I just feel like he kind of, I don't know, it kind of took the back burner of this album. I was looking for more like some different vibes, like as far as like his production, like his beats.
Like as far as who?
What you mean?
Like who he should have had as like producing?
I mean, I can't really say. I was looking for more like, I was looking for like a few like some better like upbeat type shit on this album. I never really get that from this album. I mean, but people I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews about it too, though. A lot of people.
LeBron was more of an EP than an A&R. He wasn't overseeing the recording process of this project. He was more just a face. That's why it should have been EP. If you want to go on a technical term, because the A&R oversees the whole recording process. Executive producer, they do more of the marketing and all kind of shit like that. They oversee the marketing. That was just for a look. That man playing basketball, he ain't had time to overlook no recording process of that album.
I don't know, man. Is LeBron playing basketball right now? That's another question.
I mean, you got to think, Chainz probably been recording this album for a minute.
Yeah, he been recording this shit probably a year plus now. He ain't dropped the album, Pretty Girls Love Trap Music? Well, that was 2017?
I want to say 18.
Was it?
It might have been 17. It might have been.
It might have been 2017.
So, I mean, I don't know. But if we rolling with the theory that LeBron is a hip hop historian, is he really overseeing the recording process on 2 Chainz album? Like, let's be real here.
LeBron, a hip hop historian? That nigga called me incompetent because I didn't like Eminem, man. I don't really trust him. I don't trust LeBron, bro. I don't trust LeBron, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna always refer to that shit when niggas try to get out of pocket when it comes to that nigga.
Niggas do get out of pocket when it comes to LeBron. You know,
I'm gonna always bring that tweet back up to the timeline. Hey, your GOAT said that you was incompetent because you wasn't fucking with Eminem.
You're incompetent. I don't know, my nigga. Like,
I mean, he said he was a hip hop historian on the shop.
Hey, everybody entitled to their own opinion when it comes to themselves, but that Eminem album was boo boo. For you
His
to
last
try
2 projects was boo boo.
For you to try to like get on your social medias,
he a hype beast, man.
And
he's a hip hop hype beast. I don't believe none of the shit that he be doing in his whip when he be bobbing his head to music and all kind of shit. And I don't believe it. All of that shit is LeBron all that shit fake, man.
That nigga probably, man, skip this shit, man. when that phone went down.
He don't got Kamikaze in rotation. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe that shit.
He's not listening to Kamikaze, bro.
He's not listening to Kamikaze.
Like, keep it a buck.
Yeah, But like I'm saying, like, I get it, but this is more for the business. That's why I say him going to LA was more business. Look what he doing. He wasn't no A&R for nobody over in Cleveland. He wasn't doing that shit over there, but LA, you had access to a lot more athletes and shit like that. A lot more, not athletes, a lot more entertainers. So, and he doing movies and all kind of shit. So
and all these shows in production. We got the shop going on. He got all kind of shit going on. Space Jam 2.
You think that's fucking with his play?
It can if you ain't focused. If you ain't putting basketball first.
Niggas got washed by the Suns.
Basketball supposed to be your bread and butter at the end of the day. Like, you supposed to be the king of basketball. Like, I don't
niggas getting washed by the Suns.
I mean, I understand. Like, this is it right here. After this 4 years, LeBron done. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I've accepted that. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron, it's over after this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like,
you getting washed by the Suns?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand this shit. And at the end of the day, I'm going off like, he do got a lot of miles on his body. Because when I look at like high school like athletes who played to his level, I'm looking at him and Kobe. So what? Kobe retired 35?
38.
38? I ain't know then. If you saying he retired 38.
Kobe retired 2016, so like 37. He retired technically 37. His birthday would have been in that August. So he'd been 38 if he would have played the 16-17 season.
See, I ain't know now.
LeBron 34.
Yeah, LeBron. All right, so see, that's 4 years off. So I ain't know, man. At the end of the day, I feel like with that groin injury, I feel like he rushed coming back from that. I understand it because they was losing a lot of games, but nah, this ain't it. That ain't it, man. LeBron ain't looking right, man.
Maybe him A&R might be his segue into retirement. He do some more projects like that in the future. That's looking good for him right now. The basketball shit ain't looking too good for him right now.
But that's crazy even saying that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy saying that.
He's the first. They say he's the first athlete to A&R a rap album. An album period. I heard. So,
for real?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know, man. I think Shaq might have before. I ain't know. Shaq won platinum twice though. Shout out to Shaq.
Shaq was killing with Kazam, man. That was Kazam, right?
No, that was Kazam was a movie.
Yeah, but then he did the soundtrack for that movie.
I think so, but one of his albums went platinum.
I can't remember the name of that album.
Cause that album had Biggie on it with that Stop the Rain.
That's the one he had that face shot. He had the hoop earring in. That was the cover of the album.
Mm-hmm. One of the albums went platinum.
I swear he did the soundtrack for that movie.
He probably did.
I thought so. I'm pretty sure. That was like what, 92, 93?
Like 93, probably. I think might have been 94, 93. Around that time.
Hey man, end of the day, nobody fucking with Master P when it comes to that living the American dream shit. As far as a black man, that man did all. Platinum records, played in the NBA.
2 teams.
Raptors and Hornets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he lived it. That's who he should have. That's who he should have contacted to get some pointers when it came to that shit. LeBron should have hit up P.
Hey man, niggas sleep on P for some reason, man. I don't know why, but
if anybody could have gave him pointers for an A&R, it would have been him.
Yeah,
and he played in the NBA.
You right. Master P responsible for DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan. Oh, he coached him?
Yeah, he it was
all of them did play together.
Yeah, they like
Nick Young too,
like,
innit?
cool, yeah. That's how they all got the USC together.
OJ Mayo too, huh?
Damn. Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. So would you rank 2 Chainz album?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah. Any replay value?
I probably won't be really going back to the album. How
many times you spin it?
Twice. I listened to it twice. Just to see if I was tripping. Like it got its moments. Like I'm not
Drew
saying
was
like,
playing that track earlier with Chance and Kodak on it. That shit was fire. I had like it. That's on the album. I can't remember. What was the name of that track, Drew?
It got its moments. I give it a 6 out of 10.
Kodak got an album coming out, or he just had a single that dropped?
No, he got that single coming out. We talking
What's
about
the name of that
shit?
He had that's the one the video they was tripping on the video and shit.
Yo, the video, the lyrics, everything. Like
I ain't really heard that shit. I just know people was talking about it.
Kodak is hilarious, bro. This nigga said I'm still hitting Young M.A. if she got a coochie. Like what? I'm strapped like a dyke. Come find me. What?
Pimpin' ain't easy. Okay. Kodak is due for an album anyway, isn't he?
Did he just dropped that he just dropped Testimony a couple months ago. That was a good album. He just dropped an album.
What year he dropped that? 2018?
Yeah, that was right before. That was like November, December.
I must have missed that.
That was a good album. That was a straight album to me. Hey man, that new Kodak song had me in tears the first time I heard that shit. Though. I ain't even gonna lie, dog. That's with the video with that shit, like this nigga riding around in a little slingshot. That shit had me crying, man. Kodak is hilarious.
He always gonna be. His videos always been kind of like crazy though. Even from like wasn't his first video music video Tunnel Vision? Or he had one before that?
He had a few videos before that, but Tunnel Vision was like his like takeoff song. Like
that video is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That video is stupid crazy.
All right, since we were still talking about new music though, did you get a chance to listen to Solange album or the Baby album?
I'm not really listening to Solange. Nothing against her.
Fucking with Solange?
Not really.
Kalani dropped a new album too. Her shit was fire.
I don't listen to her neither.
Her album was good. I liked her album.
I might give
Solange shit. I don't know how high I need to be listening to that album, but it was alright. Niggas overhyping that shit with Playboy Cardi on the Pharrell beat though.
Niggas saying Solange and Beyonce should do Watch the Throne too.
Relax. Relax. Like chill the fuck out.
Watch the Throne 2 from Beyonce and Solange?
No.
I can't even say I never listened to any of her music, to be honest with you. But I know she's a great artist. I'm not really hyping myself up to listen to a Solange project.
I mean, I
have to be in a car or somebody bumping that shit.
First spin of this Solange album, it's alright. I'm not gonna say this shit gas like how everybody, trying to make it, but
people gas at Kalani's album.
Excuse me. I don't think enough people talking about Kalani album. Honestly, her album's pretty solid to me. It's only like 9 tracks. It was solid to me. It was cool. The Baby album was cool.
Baby album was pretty good.
I like that album better than 2 Chainz album. I mean, I don't like comparing niggas albums like that, but I like that. I listen to that more than 2 Chainz album.
The Baby album was pretty good. It was pretty good. I like that track he had with Offset.
Babysitter.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best track on there.
Yeah, that's going. If he do the right thing with that song, that can do some shit this summertime.
He be crazy with his visuals too on when it comes to videos.
Yeah, all his videos crazy. All his videos crazy.
Yo, he got one for Walking Texas Ranger?
Yeah, all his videos crazy, bro. All his videos crazy, man.
Oh man, and he with Interscope. You think he's gonna have an Eminem collab?
You asked me this before. I'd cry laughing if I saw
I'll
that
be
shit.
on Twitter ASAP if that nigga have a collab with Eminem because I know niggas is not gonna want to see that shit, and I'm gonna be tripping. I'm texting you first.
Do you think? Do you think? No, you text me as soon as you saw that nigga signed an Interscope.
Yeah, I text you that.
So, do you think that niggas want that?
No, niggas don't want it. I'm saying
if it happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna be tripping.
I'm gonna be tripping off that shit too.
You think that's gonna hurt his stock?
Nah. Especially if he buries Eminem on the song, hell nah.
What if Eminem come with some real shit and not some whack shit?
I don't think Eminem can come with a good verse now. I think Eminem is washed.
No, he's definitely washed. You don't think he'll have nothing for the baby?
I highly doubt it.
I can actually see him in that Walker Texas Ranger video. That's what's so crazy.
Who, Eminem?
Yeah.
I can't see him rapping on that beat though.
Nah, I can't see him rapping on that beat. No. He'll fuck that beat up and not in a good way. Eminem will fuck that beat up.
Yo.
He need to leave that shit alone.
Yo. But a lot of niggas, he's still a GOAT to a lot of people, so
yeah, like LeBron.
Hey, man, this LeBron's worst. This is worst season to me, to be real too. Like, this is worst season, and I feel like it's only because he rushed coming back from the injury. Like, this is worst season.
I don't think he hurt. I just think he playing bad.
I think
because LeBron take care of his body, and he wouldn't come back if he was hurt.
But I did recently. He said he was like 80%.
But you 80%.
But at the end of the day, that might be cap, because 80% for LeBron, 80% for LeBron might be like 60% for somebody else. But if he's lying about being 80%, that might be lower for a lot of other people. I honestly feel like he rushed coming back. That's a groin injury. Groin injuries, you don't really need to rush coming back from them shit.
That shit went downhill after them trade talks, man.
It went downhill after the trade talks, the injuries, after Lonzo Ball went down.
It's a lot of shit. I seen a picture the other day of Kyrie and LeBron, and it said when both your exes misses each other. When both exes misses each other.
Luke Walton is done after this season.
He shouldn't be though. I heard Bus is all in on him though. She don't want to let him go.
Well, shit. Well, they need to look at that roster. It's a lot of shit you gotta look at this offseason.
No, listen. I put it to you like this: like, it's just when I look at, I couldn't have. If you would have told me at the beginning of the season these niggas would have been fighting for a playoff spot, I would have been like, nah.
Yo, if they lose,
I had them niggas. I had them niggas till
Monday,
4-6.
it's over.
They play the Clippers on Monday, I think.
If they lose Monday, it's over. That's what I just read.
losses.
The season's over Monday if they lose.
Why you figure that?
Because it would only be 18 games left, and they would be out. They would be like in 10th place then, 10th or 11th place.
They wouldn't be officially out,
bruh. They not gonna.
You don't think they could rip all 10 in a row?
Hell no, hell no, no. That's not happening. Nah, not this team.
Oh, I don't know.
They got niggas just sitting on the bench. Have been sitting on the bench.
Tyson Chandler got a damn brace on his fucking back. He don't even play.
What?
Yeah, I see this nigga with a brace on his back last night.
When that happened? Like, what does he even do?
I don't know, man. And niggas was supposed to get Carmelo. What happened to that?
I don't know what happened to that.
I've been waiting to hear niggas on the TL about that.
I definitely saw niggas saying they're supposed to get Melo. I thought they was gonna get Melo my damn self. I don't know what happened. I don't know, man.
Do you trade him at the end of next season and shit don't change?
Trading LeBron sounds crazy, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna trade LeBron.
I would never thought Miami Heat would have got rid of Dwayne Wade.
That was more D Wade though. They just wasn't trying to pay D Wade what he wanted at the time. D Wade was like, "Well, fuck it, trade me." They knew.
They didn't even trade him. He walked.
Yeah, both sides knew. Both sides knew that D Wade supposed to stay in Miami. Like, they both knew. They was just being hard headed with that. I've said this before. LeBron should have stayed his ass in Miami.
I thought he was going to retire there. He should have.
That was the perfect team setup for him. He should have stayed.
Y'all flourishing? What seed are y'all right now? I need a big free agency splash.
Hey man, I felt.
Nigga, you not getting Chris Paul.
That man just got a 4-year extension. He ain't going nowhere.
I felt like
You got a better chance of getting KD or Jimmy Butler.
KD not coming to Miami. You got a better chance at Jimmy though.
You got 4 players who can go between 2 places because you got Jimmy Butler, Kyrie Irving, KD, Kawhi Leonard, and then you got Klay Thompson, and then you got the Clippers with 2 max spots. You got the Knicks with 2 max spots.
You think Jimmy gonna leave Philly?
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't think they want to give him no max.
They don't. I really feel like they'll be alright.
He want a
without
super
Jimmy.
max.
Jimmy's not a super max type nigga though. He a max. I give him max. He ain't super max. He ain't, that's like 3 players in the league, like KD, maybe a Kyrie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga,
Hold on, I ain't gonna hold him like that now.
Jimmy Butler's not a super max contract nigga, dog.
I ain't gonna hold that man like that. You said 3 players. God damn.
Super max, like when you think super max in the league,
I mean, he's right
now,
below that. He's in the. I'll put him in the Paul George class.
That's what I'm saying. That's a max.
He
That's
got a
max.
super max.
But Paul George shouldn't have got the super max. He got that max when
Oklahoma City had it
when
for
niggas,
him though.
When niggas wasn't like a lot of niggas was getting overpaid when Paul George got that super max though, right?
He just got it last year. He just got it this summer.
I'm probably thinking like a couple seasons ago when like who got paid and I was like, yo, he shouldn't have got that.
That's when the contract money had changed.
Yeah, that contract money changed
Because
like,
they had the new TV deals and
Nicholas
shit.
Batum got like what, like
He
70,
got 100.
He got 100 mil, like, and now look at him.
Mike tried to get that contract out of there, but nobody want that shit. He's stuck with that man.
Wasting Kemba's good years, man. Free Kemba Walker.
Where Kemba be a free agent, I think 2020.
I know Kemba got to get the fuck up on out of there though. He's not gonna win.
I don't think nobody is really saving the Lakers organization going into the summer because it's too much money on the table between the New York Knicks and the Clippers to anybody even consider going there.
I mean, a lot of people could go to the Lakers now. We gotta think. DeMarcus Cousins. It's a few names that can.
Well, there was a
pop
report that came out said they might be trying to re-sign him now.
Who all right, so
He'll be getting the money KD getting.
So that's if they expecting KD.
Oh, he's
to
out of
leave.
there. He's out of there.
So
yeah, KD went there to do what he did. He's out of there.
So they gonna give DeMarcus that money?
Probably could. They'll probably get right under the max. I mean super max.
That's interesting. So if they invested all that into DeMarcus, they gonna keep Draymond?
No, Draymond coming to Boston.
All right, man.
Hey, man, it's lined up. The
You
stars
want
are
that nigga
aligned.
to come to Boston, dog, so bad, dog.
I'm just saying,
Dog,
bro. No, there shouldn't be anything can happen in fucking. If Draymond Green was to be a Boston Celtic, Mo would have to live with that shit for the rest of his life.
Nah, that nigga had to live with that shit for the rest of his career. You playing on the Paul
He was a
Pierce,
fan.
You playing on the Paul Pierce shadow now, bitch. That's why you have to live with that. You playing down. You on Paul's
but you got
house.
the roof for that man, though.
You in Paul's house, bitch.
You got the roof for that man.
It'll be an abusive rooting for. Like, shoot that 3, bitch. Bring the ball up the court, ho. that type of rooting on.
That nigga miss a rebound or a shot more on his ass.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here.
Imagine Draymond in a Boston Celtic uniform, dog.
I can't imagine that shit, dog. I just gotta, like, you saying that shit, it could happen, though.
I think it's gonna happen. It's so much shit that can transpire in the NBA. You never know, dog, who can end up on certain. I would have never thought I would see Derrick Rose in a Cavalier uniform. You would have told me that in 2012. I said, nigga, you out your fucking mind.
That definitely happened, too.
Rondo and Braun on the same team? Imagine telling somebody that in 2008.
Yeah, I never thought.
Through 2010, at the peak of that rivalry. Rondo and LeBron, and now look at him. This motherfucker shooting 10 threes a night. Rondo just coming down the court, shooting them shit like it ain't nothing. Nigga going 3 for 10 on the average night, on a nightly basis. Like, dog, you shooting 30% from 3. Why are you shooting threes?
That team is playing bad basketball. Like,
And Brandon Ingram been playing a lot better lately.
since the trade talks, yeah.
And Kuzma going down.
Kuzma trash. His defense trash.
Oh, his defense is
Niggas
horrible.
don't talk about that shit, but Kuzma's playing.
It's under. I told somebody that I said, dog, LeBron defense is bad, but Kuzma defense been pretty bad lately too.
He's supposed to be like.
He's supposed to be the next franchise leader.
Yeah, out of that whole core, that young core, he was supposed to be like the stand.
So was LeVar right? They need Lonzo.
They do need Lonzo, and he's right about Luke. He's not coaching that team right, nor Ball right.
I can't really fight the Luke Walton argument no more. I've been on record and saying I still don't think he should be held accountable. I give Luke Walton about 40% of the blame, and the rest on the players.
That nigga rotation's sorry, man. His rotation's
It's
sorry.
your job to put
Like,
the players in the best position. Yes, you're right.
Right, and like it's times where
at the same
Brandon's
time,
supposed to be on the floor.
You know these
He's not on
niggas are the
floor.
worst. They're like bottom of the league in defense, and they're the worst free throw shooting team.
That's true too.
LeBron missed 2 clutch free throws again last night
That's
to put
on
them within 3.
That's on them. Yeah, that's on them as players. You right about that.
Because if I'm a coach and my team is last in the league in free throws, at the end of practice, I need everybody to make 15 before you go home. And I will monitor that. And if you choose not to, then your minutes will reflect that.
Luke scared of them niggas, man.
Luke Walton got to. This gonna sound. You got to hold. If you got to hold him, you got to hold your best player to the highest standard to set an example. Why are these niggas not shooting free throws at the end of practice?
Because they probably is, and LeBron like, nigga, get the fuck on, bro. I'm not shooting. No
Yeah,
damn
and
shit.
LeBron don't respect him as no head coach.
Man, he don't.
He
don't.
came in. He got drafted the same class. as him.
Yeah, he don't like nigga. Nigga, you're in a suit now, nigga. You're not telling me what to do. That's how you looking at that nigga, bro. You're in a fucking suit. Get the fuck out my face. I'm not shooting no free throws. I'm going home to listen to Kamikaze. That's what I'm doing, nigga.
Oh shit.
All right, so let's get on to Antonio Brown, man. A lot of niggas got a lot to say about AB. A lot of niggas trying to say AB taking a victim role. A lot of niggas is saying AB is a diva. I just see a real nigga speaking up for himself.
That's what I see.
I see a real nigga speaking up for himself.
Has he had his faults? Yeah, definitely. The only I can really fault AB for is when he went live after the post game in the locker room. That was out of pocket.
I wouldn't have did that. Yeah, you're right. I
he was
wouldn't
out
have
of-
did that.
But outside of that, man,
Everything else,
I can't really
else,
fault him.
you got to think.
This is T.O. and like Randy all over again.
Has
and I can't be
anybody-
mad at it because they're that
Has anybody
talented.
went against the grain and spoke out about Big Ben?
Never in life.
His rape accusers, yeah.
He got off on that too.
That he got off on mysteriously.
But he's never been held accountable.
But he's never,
Mike Tomlin always gave him a pass. The Rooneys always gave him a pass. Old Lyman always give him a
so
pass.
now you got a player
Like-
on his same tier, like as far as like, you know,
elite players.
Yeah, being elite. And he's speaking out like, yo, like, y'all talking about me, but if you look at the tape, he not making good throws.
You know who's gonna see this soon? Juju. Because he's not in number 1 now. He's the new number 1 receiver on the Steelers.
Yeah.
So he's gonna feel the same shit that Antonio was talking about.
So that's what I'm saying. So when in a couple seasons or however long Big Ben decide to stay, when he start lashing out, what we gonna say then? Are we gonna continue to give Big Ben another pass? Cause that's what niggas trying to do now. I see a lot of people trying to say, "Oh, AB just being a diva. He handled us the wrong way." What way is he supposed to handle if he's telling y'all, "Yo, like I've been trying to handle shit behind the scenes for a long time."
He
So
said, "Oh, he talking about how he always threw him under the bus, or Antonio ran a bad route, or he ran the wrong route." There's been times like you threw a bad ball. It's like, dog, you threw the fucking ball at the D line. How I supposed to catch the shit?
You need to give a better ball. Throw a better ball.
Like, but as a receiver, you can't do that. You
No.
can't say that shit.
No,
I'm
fuck
telling you
that,
right
man.
now, if that shit was to ever happen in the locker room, me as a player, and my quarterback throws me under the bus, then the same energy is gonna get reflected. It's gonna have to, cause then you're just not gonna throw me under the bus. And
You gonna get your whole
when I look at
ass.
tape, you doing the opposite.
You gonna get your whole ass up in front of the microphones and say I'm running bad routes when we can look at the games and see where you underthrowing, you throw the defensive lineman sometimes. Like it ain't all that man's fault.
Ben will never in life be held accountable
Why?
when it comes to the Steelers because he got them 2 rings and he's the quarterback and he's white.
But what Big Ben came in 04?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
he done established that, that he done established his presence as like the
Is he that
untouchable
good?
Don.
Is he that good though? Like be real.
Apparently.
Man. He ain't-
Apparently.
Big Ben ain't that good, my nigga.
Apparently, if he's getting away with it. Imagine this was Cam.
That's what I'm saying. Like he ain't that good now. Like let's be real here, bro. Like
But that's why I said Cam for a specific reason. Because this was Cam. The Panthers would have been got rid of him.
he would have been crucified. That's what I'm saying. Big Ben is not this good to where we just sweeping everything under the rug that everybody got to say against him. Like he's not that good, my nigga.
You need to, and the finger needs to be pointed at Mike Tomlin.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because Mike Tomlin's letting this shit ride.
Yeah.
And he been letting it ride since he been there.
I feel like Tomlin should have been sat both of them down. Like, listen,
We got to cut this shit.
yeah, that shit dead. Like, this shit fucking dead. Y'all the two best players on the team, and we got all this petty shit going on that's holding the team
But
back.
you know what? It's an organizational thing because look how they handle Le'Veon.
Oh,
Le'Veon
yeah.
just ain't had the drama that
Oh, yeah.
Antonio had behind that.
Yeah, I've been said that whole locker room was corny for how they did that.
So the old lineman was very trash for how they handled
That
Le'Veon.
was corny, but then when the other niggas speaking out about getting paid is not a problem. But you got another top tier player on the team speaking out about his value and what he feel like he worth, and it's a problem. This man he done sacrificed an ACL for y'all boy, and still came back balling.
Mm-hmm.
Still was a top 3 running back when he came back.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Big time.
He deserves his money. I ain't mad at it. And this you gonna start seeing a lot more of this, and I'm not mad. That's like when we had our situation with Josh Norman. He wanted $16 a year. Me personally, as a fan, I didn't want to pay him that money, but I wasn't
he deserved
mad at
that money though.
Yeah, he did.
If we going off like stats and whatever, like he deserved it.
Mm-hmm. But as where my team was at, as far as our cap,
Right.
I was like, nah, we can't afford to pay you that. That's why I wasn't mad at him going to Washington. I wasn't mad at it. You got to fill other holes. It goes down like that. It's just about how you handle. Now, if you didn't want to pay Le'Veon, you shouldn't have had dangled onto him for as long as you did.
Yeah. Trying to play
I'm
that
not a
man.
fan of the franchise tags. I say that. It's easy for a fan to say, yeah, hit him with a tag, because you holding the player hostage. He can't
Right.
do shit. But if I was in that position, like as a GM, like it's business at the end of the day. But if you're not gonna get no longevity out of a player, let him go. Let him go, man. Trade him. I'm not about to sit up here and play this chess game with you over emotions over a whole season because
that
the
shit
Steelers
whack.
should have been traded Le'Veon
That
Bell.
shit is whack, man. That's like some.
And his value high. You could have got a lot for him, but you wanted to hold on to him to make a point. And at the end of the day, he came out on top.
That's like some bitter like relationship shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, let that shit go, man.
Because when Von Miller was due for his contract, this nigga was fresh off a Super Bowl. He said, I'm not playing under no franchise tag. I ain't mad at it. Why would I?
That's them teams slick though. Like they try to, we'll give you the franchise. They do that shit.
Because all of it, because they try to, because the franchise tag is all guaranteed money, but it's only for, like, if I get hurt, then you're not going to give me no long-term money. The guaranteed money is better than the franchise tag money long-term.
That's why they do it. They try to finesse you with that shit. Basically, it's the franchise tag is false importance. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm. But that's when you compare NBA free agency. The NFL free agency should be like NBA free agency. I get it on both sides. I get it from an owner aspect and a player aspect when it come to NFL because the injuries are more high risk in football. But at the same time,
the right injury can sit a nigga down forever, bro.
And then you in a hole as a team for X amount of dollars for over a certain course of year, over a certain amount of time. Because like after y'all had Darrell Revis for that 1 year, he went and got 5 years, $70 million from the Jets.
Oh yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
They still paying him.
You get what I'm saying?
They still paying Darrell.
So I understand
Darrell,
it. I understand it on both sides.
Darrell has always got his bag.
He's always been money first.
But
I'm not mad at him though.
Didn't I say that? I said, listen, I want us to keep Darrell Revis, but I know for a fact he gonna go get paid somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just because
Belichick wasn't gonna be paying him that money.
We know Darrell Revis was old. You know what I'm saying? But he was still effective with us.
That last year. That was his last effective year.
Year. You know what I'm saying? But we knew what time it was. But
so you let him walk.
I knew. I was mad that he walked due to the fact that he's Darrell Revis at the end of the day. Like he still can be effective placed in certain situations.
Yeah.
But I knew he was gonna get paid somewhere else. And he did it with his old team.
With his old team. Got the big time check.
Big time check, and he's not even playing now. Darrell Reeves somewhere.
They ain't got picked up on the Chiefs for
Yeah.
a late playoff run, and ain't this shit then either.
He probably got, what he got? Did he get paid then too?
He got minimum at that time.
But it's still,
Yeah, he still got extra money.
he's still getting a check from the Jets.
So
So
like,
he's still paying Darrell Reeves, bro.
like I understand it on both sides. Oh, like if a player want his money, dog, go get your money. That don't mean my team got to pay you. Cause there's some players on the Panthers, and I'm glad they ain't on our team no more, and we paid them. The only one I wanted to keep was Mike Adams. Devin Funches, we just told him we not giving you a contract extension. He's looking for a new team. Captain Munley, gone. Thomas Davis, gone. Dontari Poe need to be gone next, but you know we'll handle that later down the line.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's crazy how all this money circulating in football, and these players be held under that franchise tag. And especially with running backs, because you know their life, quote unquote, decrease after they hit 30. Or right there. But Le'Veon's still young. He's like 26, 27, something like that. So he got some years left.
Man, still should they handled Le'Veon bad. His teammates,
Handle Antonio bad.
man, them teammates is corny. They locker room, them niggas is cornball niggas, bro. Like y'all rummaging through this man locker, like that's bum nigga shit. Y'all supposed to be rich. What are y'all doing?
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
like,
ran
y'all-
through that man locker room.
Like, y'all corny
Trash.
as hell. Like y'all
Trash
corny
shit.
as hell. Maurice Coakley speaking out against this man. You was blocking for this man last season, but now it's a problem when he won't speak out. He's a distraction to the team. Like you corny, man. Get the fuck on, man. Like,
We
get
know we
on.
didn't talk about last time. We didn't talk about Zion. And his,
when the shoe,
with the shoe shit. How you feel about that?
his big ass shouldn't have been in them low cut sneakers. Like you almost 300 pounds. Why
No
you?
nigga should be playing in low cut sneakers.
why you
anyway.
in- why you in-
I've always been a.
You're in-
I'm not playing in no low top sneakers.
You're a nigga that can play 5 positions in college. Why are you in a point guard, shooting guard shoe?
You see, I see other companies trying to market off of that now, like Skechers.
But I just saw a nigga was wearing some Adidas that was playing for Oklahoma. His whole
The shit happens sometimes.
Yeah, the
man.
shit happens, man.
sometimes.
Like, the shit
but
happens.
and he's 6'8", 280,
you know what it is though.
and he went to go do like it's a lot of pressure when Zion just go to make
he
a
making
drop.
he cut moves. When
Like,
you
your
make
cut
cut
moves.
moves, like you gotta think. A lot of times, like these players, they break these shoes in,
Like, why are y'all asking Paul George about what happened?
and they don't because that
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
this shit corny.
yeah. A lot of times, like with these players, that they break these shoes in, and they don't want to switch their shoes out because once you break a shoe in and you playing basketball, like them shit, depending on the shoe and like the sole or whatever, like it fit like a glove. So I understand it, but like he shouldn't have been in that low cut sneaker anyway. Like he
Nah,
shouldn't-
especially not for his size and
his
for
size,
what he
like
do.
for what he do, like he a nigga supposed to be in some LeBrons or like something like a little bit more high cut. Like
He would be perfect for the LeBron 15.
yeah.
Even though I don't like that sneaker, basketball wise, he would be perfect for that sneaker because it's like a glove. And I heard the support is crazy.
He shouldn't have been in those shits. Point blank. I mean,
If I'm Zion, I'm still signing with Nike.
yeah,
I don't see, but I've heard people say, I think Spencer Dinwiddie from the Nets said the Nike contract ain't really all that. But I guess it depends on what type of player.
It depends on what type of nigga you.
Coming from
Like,
him, I can't really take that with too much.
I saw somewhere they were saying how Nike was gonna make it up to him and give him a good contract when he come out. I mean, shit, didn't they give LeBron 90 M's?
Yeah, no. Out the gate, yeah, he got 90.
Yeah, he got 90.
He got 90 at the
and then He
gate.
signed a lifetime deal, and when he was still at
I
Cleveland,
was like 700.
Yeah.
His last one, 700 million or something crazy like
like,
that.
like
He's
come on,
indebted
man.
to them for life.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, bro, like just from a cultural aspect and personal preference, I couldn't see myself signing with nobody else but Nike. Like
Listen,
I'm a
man.
true Nike head, dog.
I
Like,
was raised on the swoosh, man. Like, I
yeah,
can't-
man. Like I can't fuck with no other
ventured
brand.
off and wore other brands as a kid, but it was always the swoosh before everything.
Yeah,
Like, I just
dog.
can't.
Like I can't imagine signing with Adidas. I don't care how much money they throw at me. It's just something about that Nike. Just nostalgia.
What if Adidas give you that Derrick Rose contract though? Because everybody like it's them. They paid like they paid some of his homeboys. They paid his brother. Like they looked out.
If they looking out for my family, then I get it. Yeah,
And Allen Iverson. They
Yeah.
gave Iverson like a trust
it's
fund
still
type
tough
shit.
though, because I would want to establish a relationship with Nike like LeBron got. That's how bad I would want to be with Nike.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it depends. If they offering like my family like Like with the Derrick Rose shit, then that's different.
Like
yeah,
them boys, they looked out for
because at that point,
bro.
I can't think about myself.
Yeah.
I gotta think about my family
Yeah.
and putting them in a better position. I just couldn't wear no Nike shit in public
Yeah,
no
you just
more.
can't. In
You know what
public,
I'm
at least.
Yeah, in public at least. So, it's just with Zion, man. And people been talking about how he need to sit and shit like that. Like me personally,
Nah,
I'm not against a player wanting to sit. Do I think he should sit? No, because at the end of the day, that's what you born to do. You want to play basketball. You could get hurt your first practice in the NBA.
Right.
So really, you need to play, bro. That's just my opinion. Because
That team don't even look right without Zion.
I think he'll be back when they play us next Saturday.
I don't. Yeah, he definitely come back for that game.
I
He
think
need
so.
to come back for that game. But I don't. They don't even look right without Zion. They be like,
That's the thing, and they
They
got
rebounding bad.
4 All-Americans on that team, bro. Like ain't like Cam Reddish and RJ Barrett can't carry the load, and Trey Jones.
I don't know. They not though. I mean, they winning games, but it's like they just look different without Zion, man.
Yeah, I mean at first they was struggling with Syracuse, and then they got them out the paint. They lost to Virginia Tech.
Like that was a winnable game.
They lost to Virginia Tech. What was that, Wednesday, Thursday? Because they just beat Miami yesterday. When I saw them boys lose to Virginia Tech, I said, yeah, they gonna need this in your bag.
While we on college basketball, man, I saw my dog Kobe at the UConn game. Kobe, if you listening to me, man, please come sign and coach our men's basketball team, Kobe. You can help us out in so many much ways. You know, we coming off a bad stint. You know, the media they've been fucking with us. They got Kevin Ollie out the paint after he won us a natty.
Who is y'all coach?
I don't know, man. I be watching our
That's
games.
bad, dog. I don't even know who the fuck they coaches no
I be
more.
watching that game and shit. I be like, bro, like, what the fuck going on, bro?
And the
like,
boy just lost to that buzzer beater.
like, what's going on, man? Like,
Was that Marquette?
Yeah, Marquette beat us, man. I'm like, yo,
I'm more in shambles.
like it was 6 years ago we won a natty.
Y'all gotta get ready for y'all conference tournament now, so. Cause that shit's starting up soon. We got conference tournaments coming up, ACC tournament coming up.
March Madness, baby.
You know, Drew's crazy. I saw they said the other day, no, there has never been a NCAA tourney where like 3 teams from a conference was all 1 seeds, and they say it possibly can happen with Virginia, Duke, and North Carolina. That'd be crazy. They definitely have to space that shit out because eventually they'll have to play in the Final Four. Yeah. I thought South Carolina was gonna get hot after they Final Four appearance a couple years ago, because Frank Martin is a great coach.
Yeah, Frank Martin is a good coach.
I thought it was gonna be a North Carolina, South Carolina national title. That would have been crazy.
Boy, South Carolina, boy, I would have put the house on South Carolina then. I ain't gonna lie.
Relax.
Hey,
Relax.
hey man.
We beat Gonzaga, bruh.
Hey man.
We should have won back-to-back natties, dog. You know how hard it is to win back-to-back national titles in college basketball?
It's really hard.
That's hard as fuck. You gotta take advantage of that shit, man. Especially with one and dones and shit, dog. I thought we had that first one, but that buzzer beater got us. But we got the next one, so I ain't really
that
too
buzzer
mad.
beater was crazy.
That was crazy, bro. Like
Hey.
I thought we was about to go into overtime. We gonna be straight.
My uncle was there. He was there. He a UNC fan. I remember FaceTiming that nigga like right after that shit happened. He was not trying to answer.
Dog,
the
for them to
phone,
always
bro.
be ranked top 3, they never won a national fucking championship.
Ooh,
Gonzaga.
that's crazy.
Even from the Adam Morrison days. They never won a fucking national championship, but they always right there.
That's Nard team, man. Shout out to Nard. This sorry ass Gonzaga. No
Niggas
no
never
natty
won
ass
a
niggas.
never won a national title.
No natty ass niggas, man.
I think national championship gonna be. I didn't think we was gonna be national championship contenders, but the way we playing ball and we just got Manley back. If he gets some minutes, dog, we could be in the Final Four, bro.
I need Roy Williams to get his health in order too, man.
Yeah, shout out to my coach, man. He dealing with that vertigo. He collapsed again last night. He's collapsed earlier in the season too. But we got a good coach. Like the coach he stepped in for, he been with him for 23 years.
Oh, right.
So he been with him since he was at Kansas. So we got a pretty good coaching staff. So I hope shout out to Coach Roy. He get straight. We just gotta get ready for this ACC tournament now, and then we'll get ready for the NCAA tourney.
So
March Madness, bro.
You think y'all can get to the?
I think we can get to the Final Four, definitely. Yeah, with our team, I like our guard play too. Kobe be worrying me sometimes with threes he take, but he confident. He a confident shooter, so he gonna shoot them. He be making them, but sometimes he get a little bit too. I need him to do better with his handling too, because sometimes when they get that full court pressure on his ass, he can be kind of lazy with it. But other than that, I like our team on all levels. I got Cam, Luke, Manley down low if he get back, and then I got Harrison Brooks. He's the one who actually stepped up for Manley. So I like Brooks. He's been doing his thing. The only team I can say I'm really worried about in the tournament is Duke, Virginia, and I say Michigan because we lost to them earlier this year. Michigan is pretty good.
Man, I'm tired. I'm tired of being on the outside looking.
Yeah, y'all be in the NIT, man. Of man.
We need Kobe, bro. Kobe came through with the T-shirt.
Niggas be in the night invited tournament.
we need Kobe, man. Like that shit crazy, man. When we won that last natty, I was like, yo, we looking good, man. Next season, we got all these allegations and shit. That shit fuck up all the recruits. Then they switch up the conferences and shit like that.
That's crazy. There's no more Big East, bro.
Yeah, like that shit is
called the American?
Yeah, American Conference. That shit is whack. Like
who's even in that?
It's
like prestigious wise.
It's like I think we the only team with like
y'all play with Rutgers and some shit in it.
Like that shit is corny as hell, man.
You need to bring the Big East back.
That shit is corny, bro. It's not even the same feeling no more. Like the Big East was the Big East. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
the ACC
when you think of Big East, you think of UConn, you think of Syracuse, you think of like Boston College and shit like that. Like it's just corny now. Like
Georgetown.
Yeah, Georgetown. Like that shit is corny now, man. Like
Georgetown is in y'all conference, that American Conference shit.
Yeah. That white boy in Georgetown, nice.
McClung,
he's nice.
Yeah, he's nice. I think he'll be a one and done too.
He
might stay another year.
He need to stay at least 2 years.
And white boys usually be staying, man.
Yeah.
There ain't too many one and dones.
Then how long Jimmy Fredette stayed in college?
All 4.
Now he's a China legend now.
China legend. The man dropped what, 60 something?
Yeah, he dropping at least 30 to 40 a game down there.
I would have liked to see him flourish in the NBA.
That NBA league, that mentality different, man.
You know who I thought was gonna fulfill the shoes of what he was gonna be was Doug McDermott. Remember how big on Doug McDermott I was?
Yeah, it was a Jimmy Fredette height.
Oh man, he was 6'8", could shoot, score like crazy. But I think he's on the Pacers now, if I'm not mistaken, or the Thunder.
He's still in the league?
Yeah, he's still in the league.
I didn't know that.
I like Doug, man, and we drafted him too. I thought he was gonna be huge for us, but it didn't work out like that. I need the NCAA to cut these players' checks, though, college and basketball. It's too much money pumping in, man. At some point, you got to help. But I did read that Zion got an insurance policy for like $8 million if he dropped below 15 in the draft or something like that. Yeah. Something crazy like that. That's good, though. At least $8 million. That's good.
You can live off that. You can live off
if
that.
you invest that money right.
Shit, I can live off $1 million. Just give me $1 M. I'll live off the interest alone. For real.
Definitely. I want to see. It's going to be interesting to see how this draft on. You know what's so crazy? You know the Lakers got a higher chance of getting a lottery pick than making the playoffs?
Yeah, that was crazy.
No, this shit is getting. That was just another load I had to throw in there. That shit is crazy, man. Oh,
you're relishing in the fact that LeBron is trash on the Lakers right now, dog.
It's not really so much relishing. It's like a lot of shit that I've been saying is really coming to fruition. And it's not because of. It just is what it is, dog. It's like a lot of that shit. It's more than basketball when it come to that arena, and even with the Lakers itself, because the Lakers organization already been in shambles before he got there. So when you add him to the mix, you know what I'm saying? It blows it up.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So I don't know what a player like Kyrie, Kawhi, KD. Well, I already know KD mindset because he already done said it. Klay Thompson outside looking in. Like, do I want to go enjoy the environment? Not just because of LeBron, but for the organization itself. Because it's like I said the same shit with Kobe. Remember them last couple of years when Kobe was there? After that whole Dwight Howard and Steve Nash shit, like niggas don't want to go there. Nelly went on First Take talking about the same shit. He was like, you know what's so crazy? Nelly said this, and Nelly was like, Kobe is not the best basketball player in the league no more. So why are players are gonna go over there when they're not guaranteed no rings? And now I feel like we're getting into that same realm with LeBron. And that was 2013.
Oh, we there. We there. We not.
I think certain players are looking at it like, why would I go play with him when if I'm Kyrie, I could possibly team up with Kawhi or KD? And they prime.
We there. No, it's not. We're not getting there. We there right now. That's why I'm saying That's what I was trying to tell you a couple weeks ago. I said the Lakers are in a win now situation with LeBron.
And I get what you were saying, but they was at least a playoff team.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
This was supposed to be like the test run
the
year.
The injuries though. The injuries.
Yeah, they had
the
some
injuries
injuries.
riddled that. The injuries kind of they played a big factor.
That's why. So how much blame do you give Luke Walton then?
Luke Walton still got at least, I like you say 40 to 50% because at the end of the day, like you say, you still got to hold.
That's a lot of the niggas who shouldn't be on that team.
That too. That's what I'm saying. That too. He need to step up and be more vocal on that. You need to hold, like you say, you need to hold LeBron to a higher standard. There's no reason why LeBron should be walking off the court with 10 seconds left. Like,
dog, listen.
come on, bro. Like, you shouldn't be damn missing free throws. Like, get your ass after practice. Like you say, get in the lab, shoot some free throws. Like, it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? For that to be happening on your team that you're supposed to be leading, that's unexcusable. Like, that shouldn't be happening.
Man, frustrated. Man threw the ball at the back of the backboard last night.
That happens on 2K. Like
that shit don't happen in real life.
That should be happening on 2K.
Because they teach you that at middle school. Like, you don't never inbound the ball like that from under the basket. He knew what the fuck he was doing, bro. Dog. Man took the ball and just flung that shit.
LeBron said, "Man, fuck this season, man. I'm trying to shoot some TV shows and shit, man. I ain't fucking with this shit. This shit is over with." Like I said, tomorrow they lose to the Clippers, it's over.
That'd be watch a shot at the stand.
That'd be three L's in a row. It's over.
That'd be 30 and 34. So that means they would have to go like undefeated. 15-2.
They'd have to go damn near undefeated.
They got to get at least 45 wins. At least 45. So yeah, you were. They had to go like 15-2.
That's not happening.
Yeah, because y'all got to play them, and y'all need to get that win back that y'all gave away.
We got to cut that ass. Yeah, that's not happening.
Because y'all niggas played the Wizards last night. I said these niggas lost to the Wizards.
Like I said, we would fuck around and lose to them though, because we just not inconsistent. We not consistent at all.
Yeah, but y'all looked pretty good last night against the Wizards. Y'all blew them out. That was a blowout win. Y'all needed a blowout. Couldn't have had no close win against the Wizards. Because the playoffs start April 13th. So that's damn near a month. And then shit gonna get shaken in. I don't really think y'all need to see shit fucking around with the Bucks. I don't think that's a good matchup for y'all.
Nah, if we in the 5th seed, so if we started now.
I was talking about second round.
Oh yeah, second round. I mean, if we get them, we gotta just handle our business.
Them niggas long, man.
I'm scared of Giannis though, man. That nigga still can't shoot.
No, that's definitely.
I mean, at least he'll get out the first round if we don't play them. So that's go Giannis.
Imagine him in the finals, man.
No, Giannis.
Imagine him in the finals, dog.
What?
The Bucks in the finals. Just think about that.
I ain't smelling this Giannis shit, man. I'm sorry, man. Like,
it's very possible. And he got the best record in the league.
It's possible, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like Giannis is getting a lot of hype for playing barbarian ball, but it is what it is.
Nigga said barbarian ball.
It is what it is. All this nigga does is call an ISO at the top of the key. He gonna shoulder you down and try to dunk on you.
He damn sure did that to one of them Lakers players the other night, dog.
That's all he does. He did the Kuzma. That's all he does, man. Like, you don't got no.
I saw you said Trae's your rookie of the year, huh?
Huh?
Trae Young's your rookie of the year?
Yeah, that's my Roy. Niggas not even talking about Luka no more. The nigga hurt, for one. He not even playing.
I still think Luka's rookie of the year, but I wouldn't be mad if Trae got it.
It's
the opposite. He catching it late. Luka caught it early.
Trae balling, man.
Yeah. But Luka had more headway because he got hot early. He came out the gate swinging. Like, Trae just got hot at the All-Star break. He doing his thing, though. We had a crazy game with him the other night. 168, 161.
Hey, man, shout out Trae, man. Trae Wade, man.
Second highest all time for a road team. 168 points.
That was All-Star game score.
Yeah, that was crazy. 4 overtimes.
I wasn't playing.
Huh? No. I posted about that shit. Remember? I wasn't tripping. I'm to the point now, like, we just got to show that we at least gonna try, bro. Like, because outside of that, like, that tanking shit ain't really helping nobody no more because they done switched up the NBA lottery percentages. So like you tanking don't really give you no better chance. All the top 4 spots is all 25%. So that shit can go either way.
Y'all will be all right next year, man.
I damn sure hope so, man. That's all I can hope for.
Well, fuck y'all up. Y'all caught too much L's at the beginning of the season. Y'all racked up a lot of L's.
Dog, listen. I think with Lori being out and then Hoiberg and all that shit was just...
Y'all coaching Drummond, all that shit.
That shit was wild, man.
Y'all will be all right, though.
Hey, man, Ja Rule said he gonna do another Fire Festival, man, 2.0. I just thought about that shit just now because I had when he was at, he performed halftime at that Bucks game.
Right.
He didn't really get no reception like that.
Hey, man, I saw a nigga that was recording in the crowd, and the crowd was actually like, they was with it. I guess from that angle, it looked like they wasn't really fucking with him, but it was niggas that was in the crowd that was recording. They
You fucking with a Fire Fest from Ja Rule, bro?
Nah, I'm not fucking with that. I watched that documentary was telling both of them. Nah, hell nah. I'm not taking an L to Ja Rule. Why would we do that? Nah.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to no festival sponsored by Ja Rule.
He's still getting booked for shows, so
he's doing that for real? Like he's really doing a music festival?
That's what he said he wanted to do.
Like for real?
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool on that. Seriously.
You don't think so?
Nobody going to that shit, man. That's a dub.
Dog, listen, the whole shit could have worked. Like we said when we said a couple episodes back with that whole Fire Fest shit, the shit could have worked if they would have did the cruise ship option.
Yeah, it would have worked.
They got no fucking power on that island, man.
It would have worked if niggas wanted to be legit about it. Like Billy wasn't being legit about that shit, man. He knew what he was trying to do, man. Nigga was trying to get paid, man. He was looking for a quick payday. Ain't no way in hell. I was looking at the list of artists, like they never had the money to pay all these artists for one. Like, nah, that shit was never happening, bro. Like,
Cardi doing a residency on a cruise?
Ain't
Cardi doing a residency on
she is? That's what's up if she is.
That'd be dope.
A lot of niggas getting residencies either on cruises or in Las Vegas, man. Shout out to all them boy, man. Shout out Fresh Montana got that Las Vegas residency. I saw niggas was laughing at that shit, but honestly, like, Fresh Montana's a legend low key, bro. Like, to see where he came from to now having a Las Vegas residency, this man was selling Cocaine City DVDs, my nigga. Like that man.
And he always be doing work for Africa and shit like that too.
Yeah, that too. But I'm just talking about like from his come up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, he done really.
I remember this nigga got shot in the head like 2004, 2005. Like niggas thought he was dead. Like he was done after that, but that nigga rebounded, bro. Like,
hey,
man, put that grind and put that work in.
Sometimes the Most High got plans for you.
Yeah, he survived the Kardashians. Like, Fresh Montana's a legend.
I'm glad
bro.
he didn't get caught up in that bullshit.
He wanted Chloe though, but that shit didn't work out. You know, like you said, the Most High have a better plan for you sometimes, man. So yeah, man.
Dog, they must got something magical down there, man. Cause I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. Like, just, I ain't fucking with that shit, man. Oh, shout out to Apple Music for putting all the BG shit on there. I heard Tidal got his shit on there too.
Yeah, they definitely do, and they uploaded Let 'Em Burn and Guerrilla Warfare Hot Boy albums. They still need to put them old Big Timers albums on there too, but these BG albums they'll hold.
All Big Timers shit on Apple Music. I don't see why Tidal don't got it.
Big Timers albums ain't on there. Not the old shit. Not
Yeah, it is.
Not I Got That Work.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Hood Rich on there. Hood Rich and I don't even think How You Love That on there. Them shit ain't on
Tripping,
there.
bro. I got it right here.
I need them shits.
Let me see.
If they ain't on there, I'm tripping because I need them albums.
How you love that?
Oh shit, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Boy, what?
I got that work. Yeah, they on there. They put them on there when Birdman did the documentary. Remember when Birdman did that documentary last summer? And it was talking about his come up, and he had the exclusive shit on Apple Music.
Get
Yeah,
the fuck out of here. I'm putting these shit on there now.
yeah, all that shit is on there. I got that word. How you love that? Nigga, I think I had sent you the link when that shit had dropped.
Nah, bro. I know I've been had Still Fly and all that shit. I've been had all that, Hood Rich and all that, but
Yeah,
I
it
did
should
not
be
know
on there.
these shit was on there.
Yes, sir.
Downloading right now.
Yeah, they be Apple Music been kind of stepping their game up, man. Definitely been stepping their game up as far as music. They still need to put
These niggas got How You Love That Volume 2 on there.
mm-hmm.
Downloading this bitch right now, bro. Yes, sir.
I think they're gonna start getting more. They're gonna start doing more of that with old music, with certain shit.
They need to venture off and start putting like mixtapes and shit on there. That's what they need to do.
I think Drake kind of opened the door with that shit, with that So Far Gone shit, because on Dat Piff you had to buy that shit. If you go on Dat Piff and try to search So Far Gone, you actually got to buy that motherfucker before he dropping it. Yeah, I wasn't buying that shit.
Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You know how much shit that changed for? I was watching that documentary I was telling you about, that CNN documentary about the 2000s, and they was talking about like how music had transitioned from like, eventually they was warning stores about like how they had to get away from the CDs into the MP3 shit. So you remember when Napster first came out, it was just like how LimeWire was, and then remember when they transitioned, like you actually had to buy the songs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at it, and it was like Apple Music now is gonna have to, when it come to like mixtapes and shit, they're gonna have to try to find a way to transition that shit over there. Because if you think about a lot of shit that's on Dat Piff now, you can't really get no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like at one time it was on there. A lot of that shit is not on there no more. I think a lot of them artists taking their shit and like taking away from them platforms.
I just was trying to listen to Monster last night, and a lot of songs on Monster you can't listen to.
Dog, like all the Dipset, like Volume 1, Volume 2, and all that shit, you can't download it on Dat Piff. Something about like a music, like it pop up with like the era about the label, all type of crazy shit. That's why I got a hard drive at the house that had all that shit on there. Like, you know how long it's been since I hooked up my phone to my iTunes on my computer and transfer music? Because remember before you used to download the song and you transfer it in order to put it onto your iPod or your iPhone? I haven't done that shit in a long time. Because Apple Music, like when I used to have like no ceilings and all that shit under on the music, that shit won't come up no more. Because remember when they transitioned to Apple Music?
Yeah.
All of that shit was fucked up. It had a crazy different album artwork, all that shit. All that shit had changed. But I mean, when it come to iPhone and Apple, they real secure about they shit, so I get it. But I still got the Dat Piff app though for certain mixtapes.
Yeah, I got Spinrilla. I don't really fuck with Dat Piff. Spinrilla ain't really steering me wrong. But I was on Dat Piff trying to get Monster, and like that shit ain't on none of the apps. Like a lot of the songs is
Monster's on Dat Piff.
I'm saying like some of the songs don't play though.
Should.
When I was on Spinrilla, that shit wasn't playing. Them shit do not play, bro. A lot of them shit don't play.
Monster came out like what year?
2015. I remember that. That was All-Star Break 2015.
Yeah, all them shit should still be on there. Well, they should all play because I had downloaded that. You know what's so crazy too? I was listening to I had tweeted this earlier. Rack sound better on Dirty Sprite than it does just by its, like the original single version. If you listen to it, it sounds way better on Dirty Sprite. If you listen to that track.
Talking about the shit with YC?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That shit sound way better on Dirty Sprite than it just a single by itself. But if you think about it, a lot of songs that originally be on the mixtape, it sound better on the mixtape than it do the actual single version. I don't know what they be doing when it gets to like a single version, but this shit just sound different.
I remember I ran into YC in Lenox Mall. That nigga was just walking around with a
That had to been 2011, 2012.
Nah, this was like 2014. Like 20.
For real?
Yeah. Like,
What is that nigga doing now?
Nigga just walking around Atlanta probably chilling, bro. Like, I remember Future was talking about how that whole situation broke down because
That's his song, right?
He wrote the whole song. Like,
Yeah,
even
that's that
YC
song.
part.
But
like,
he was on there as a feature.
He basically was saying how like he had to sacrifice that song because the niggas that own the beat wasn't trying to sell him the beat. They was basically on some like this. We just gonna run with YC on this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is our beat. We know it's a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We just can't give you this beat. We want in on it. So he basically had to sacrifice that shit. He was talking about that shit on his free band radio like before Wizard came out. Cause he was saying how him and Rocco, they was gonna run off with the song. They was gonna run off with the shit, like basically like fuck them. But the nigga was like, nah. The nigga was like, nah, like I know I got more hits in me. Like I ain't really worried about that shit. Like I'll take this L.
I feel that. That's still a dope track to this day though. I still get that shit some spin here and there. What's another Future mixtape that should be on a streaming platform? Cause Dirty Sprite should be on Apple Music.
Dirty Sprite. I think Dirty Sprite is on Apple Music.
It is? I thought it was just on Dat Piff.
Dirty Sprite on Apple Music. His old shit should be on there, like No Mercy and 1,000. 1,000 should be on there.
You said that's your favorite one, right?
My favorite Future mixtape. That's like number 2. Dirty Sprite number 1 for me. Dirty Sprite was a moment when that shit came out, man.
Why isn't Monster on there?
On ain't on Apple Music. That's
No, it's not on there. It's only on like Dat Piff and Spinrilla.
Yeah, I ain't know, man. They gotta get that shit together. I need Monster. Monster was like the turning point because niggas tried to bury my dog after that whole Sierra relationship. They were saying my dog was washed.
Monster was a good mixtape. I miss going on LimeWire and getting mixtapes though. I miss that shit. I remember the last time I used that shit. That was 2010. Then I remember when that shit completely got shut down.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, yeah, that shit is a wrap. You really
Niggas
gotta
used to
buy
get
music
everything
now.
off LimeWire, bro.
Facts.
I remember niggas was getting like flicks and shit off
Yeah,
there.
you get porn off there.
Niggas was getting all kind of shit.
And you knew
off
what shit
there.
was legit. I don't remember exactly how you knew it was legit. I guess off the
No,
type
it was,
of play.
It was
based off of
it was
the
the file. It was the file name on that
It
shit.
was the file name because you knew what shit wasn't legit and what wasn't. Like, just like, dog, like, we was really getting it in around that time when it came to music. We wasn't buying shit.
Hey, man.
When No Ceilings came out, nigga, like,
Them people
Oh,
stepped in and got LimeWire out the paint.
Got it out the paint.
They used to get like computer programs off that bitch, all kind of shit, bro. Like that and Pirate Bay.
dog, listen.
Word,
listen.
bro. I got Microsoft Office, all kind of crazy shit off
I
that
remember when
bitch, bro. Niggas was getting Fruity Loops and all kind of shit.
All right, I got my laptop in 2010, and I downloaded LimeWire on there, and I was just going crazy downloading shit. That shit did kind of fuck with my computer at a certain time. I had to get that shit cleaned up and all kind of shit. That shit did fuck with my computer. I downloaded all type of. I was getting all my music loaded onto that computer, bro. Like that was a time, and then
You was
2010,
overwhelming
was
that bitch, man.
huh?
You was overwhelming that motherfucker.
Overwhelming that motherfucker, dog. And then I remember 2011, like that was it. No more. You got to really start buying, but I'm really tripping with it now. I still buy certain albums from here to there, depending on the artist.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy Blueprint because I ain't getting Tidal. Blueprint is actually on iTunes, just not on Apple Music.
Yeah, you could go to the store and actually buy it.
I'm gonna buy that shit because Jay-Z petty as hell, bro. Like,
I ain't mad at it though. He gonna have all his shit on his platform, so I ain't mad at it. That's what he wanted at the end of the day.
you're not
Artist
the best,
freedom.
not the best album, though. Like this shit's still on Apple Music though. This not Blueprint.
Yeah, that shit. My shit be kind of like be loaded fun. Like a certain my Jay-Z albums, like that should be on a different, like it be under a different, like it be separate. So like I'll have like volume 1, 8 tracks would be on there, but like if I go into Jay-Z under the other side, like that shit'd be. You see how that shit is?
Yeah, my shit like that too.
Like why that shit be like that?
I'm gonna get back on my shit, man.
They got they got American
Yeah.
Gangster separated. Like that shit crazy, dog. Like I don't get it. Cause remember when 444 came out, it took a minute for Apple Music to get that shit. So if you didn't have, and I think at that time I still had Sprint, so they had some type of deal with them, so I was able to hear that shit early. So, hey, it's gonna be like that going forward though with a lot of artists. I think it's gonna be a lot of artists transitioning over to Tidal Music, and you're gonna have to either have Tidal or you're just gonna have to wait till Apple Music get that shit. Ain't too many artists in cahoots with like really close with Apple Music like that, except for like Drake. So you ain't never have to worry about waiting on shit when it come to him, because he damn near got to deal with them. I'm interested to see what route he gonna take after this whole Cash Money shit though.
I thought that deal was up already.
He throwing shots at Apple Music in it.
I don't remember hearing about that.
I remember Joe and them was talking about it. That he's the reason Apple is actually still floating right now.
I wouldn't even disagree with that. He got a big engine behind him. But Apple Music is, I mean, it's like convenient for me. So I never really had no complaints when it came to Apple Music. I just wish they had certain mixtapes.
That nigga Joe hates Apple, bro. That nigga hates Apple, bro.
Yeah, of course. And you know he on Spotify now, so he ain't got no choice. So some of that is marketing too.
Yeah, that
So
too.
yeah, of course they gonna throw their little jabs in there.
All right, so we said the pollen was out earlier in the show, right? So
Yeah.
that only is a sign of one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
That means that them sundresses and them
Yes, sir.
clappers is coming, boy.
Yes, sir.
It's on the horizon. You know that's coming to him. My boy. You know that's coming. So with that being said,
What's the etiquette out here?
what's the etiquette, man? What's the rules and regulations to this shit?
Well, I already know your first thing is toes.
Now I'm rolling with Mo. When Mo said them pants over
Them bell-bottom clappers. Them bell-bottom clappers is slept on, bro.
I seen a couple of girls with them shit on, and I was like, yeah, them shits is crazy. But I feel like that shit is overrated
Bruh.
for the most part.
Them bell-bottom clappers, them shit,
Over sundresses? You tripping?
bruh. Bruh, them bell-bottom clappers, they hold on to everything on any size girl though. A sundress of a petite girl got a sundress on, it shit might look baggy on her sometimes. But if she got them bell-bottom clappers, it's gonna lift that bitch up, bruh. That's facts.
And the toes got to be on point, right?
I mean, if you know me, that go without saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I still think that man be kind of fondling with them toes in his own way. You
Them
know, but,
boy-
you know, teach his own, man.
I be seeing some girls walking in the
I
in the
think my
club.
dog done had a couple of
You
toes
know.
or two in the mouth, man.
I seen some girls.
He ain't gonna see My dog, hey, that's what you do, man. That's what you do, man. Hey, if that's what you do, that's what you do, man.
What
Man, we back on sundresses?
I don't know what's going on right now. All I'm saying is this, man. I'm seeing y'all wild.
That's you, dog. I mean, hey,
I done
do your
seen,
thing.
like, some of them girls, wearing them sundresses and, like, everything ain't up to par, like, with the sundress. So that's why I say, like, the bell-bottom clapper, man, like, I fuck with that, man. More bell-bottom clappers this summer, man. Shit, I need to invest in some of those, start selling them, like Jody.
$40.
$40. Yo, that dude funny.
$35, man. That's the lowest I can go.
That dude funny as hell. Yo, that nigga in that salon was so funny on Baby Boy, bro. Oh my god, dog. Hey, Jody said, look around. All you see is exchange of goods and services for money. I'ma change the game.
And stand out here looking broke.
Hey, Jody was feeling it, man. That nigga had 2 children to feed, man. That nigga had to
Facts.
get it, man. A lot of niggas forget that he had that baby girl, dog, and the little boy.
I forgot about the little girl.
Niggas forgot about that girl.
I just
dog.
thought about the boy. That's it. He had that little girl.
I mean,
too.
because the boy he had more time in the movie, but he definitely did have another baby, bro. A younger baby than the other. So this nigga had a baby on Yvette too.
Nigga try to put his man's on this nigga out here harassing motherfuckers with the dress. Nigga said, "Damn girl, why you got to be all technical? I'm out here trying to do something with my life, better myself. I could be out here knocking folks off, but here I am trying to sell you this light piece of merchandise."
Hey man,
Man's got tight because she was asking questions.
hey man. Hopefully I get home and BT playing Baby Boy when I get home.
Oh, they
So,
definitely rerunning that shit. No, they really do love that movie though. Like for real.
is this Jody? Nigga, you a bitch.
And then it should be funnier because they can't curse on BET, so they be putting filler words on there that don't match up with what they saying.
Dog, Snoop Dogg is hilarious on the edited version of Baby Boy, bro.
Like when you watch Friday on BET,
Yo, Snoop Dogg is hilarious. Like if you ever watched that shit edited, Snoop
and then
Dogg is
the
hilarious.
voice range
It never
variation
ma-
changes.
Like they have 3 different niggas doing voices for this nigga, bro. Like
It's a bull tough. He gonna blow smoke on us on the first arrest. BT gotta
Oh my
change their shit,
God,
man.
bro.
Y'all could curse on a few words, man. God
oh
damn.
my god, bro.
You ain't got to bleep out damn. I get the B word.
This some bull crap.
When I'm gonna say bull tough, that shit was funny. This is some bull tough. He gonna blow smoke on us on the first date?
Jesus Christ, bro. Shout out BET, man. Y'all trash, but shout out BET. What
Hey,
else?
Netflix think they slick too, man.
What happened?
Upping their prices again, dog. That shit $14.99.
Oh,
I'm about to fuck around, just have standard HD package.
I wouldn't know. I don't pay for
Be able
that.
to just stream on 2 TVs. You know they trying to cut back on with the whole giving
the
people
amount
your
of
password
devices
shit.
and shit. Oh,
like-
yeah, that too, yeah.
So Pete, like my man tried to give me his password to watch Battle Live, to watch some of the rap battles. He was like, "Oh, you already logged in on 2 devices."
They hoes for that, bro. I feel like if a nigga paying, like, let me rock, man.
I get it though, because they lose money.
Man, they still making money at the end of the day.
You gotta think about it. If you had one account that's spread it between 20 people, look how much money they losing.
They still getting money from the streams. 20 niggas might be on the same password. All 20 niggas.
All 20 niggas watching different shit. Like,
But if you in Netflix office and you look at them charts, you be like, "Hey, something got changed."
yeah, them
Like,
subscriptions.
y'all gonna be out of here.
Yeah, they looking at
Oh,
the
yeah.
subscriptions.
They gonna be
low.
like, oh, y'all
Yeah.
gonna be losing
the
y'all
stream.
jobs.
The streams there, but the subscriptions low as a motherfucker.
Yeah, subscriptions low as a
I
motherfucker.
get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying now. A nigga
Cause then you got
definitely.
to start cutting jobs.
I definitely
Nah,
got
y'all
kicked
don't
off
wanna
of
do
nigga
that.
Spotify. I got kicked off of nigga Spotify this week, so I got. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
they
I
cracking down
don't
on
be
that shit.
buying these shit. Niggas be blessing me, man. Like I don't really be using a lot of these shit, man. I am gonna go ahead and.
Hulu, so, you know,
Yeah, I got kicked off of nigga Hulu too. I gotta give me. I'll be getting that info from you later. I need to finish Queen Sugar, man. I've been watching.
It's gonna be a point where be like, "Hey man, what's up with the Netflix pack?" Hey man,
Nah,
Netflix
it's
cracking
like
down,
that,
bruh.
bro. Like you gotta know a nigga to get their Netflix now. Like you gotta have like a damn near family relationship with a nigga to get this Netflix, bro.
Yeah, they not playing with
that
that shit.
Netflix ain't no joke. And HBO Go, niggas not giving no HBO.
I heard about that
logins out.
HBO Go shit, man. But you know what? When I got my stick, I didn't even notice this shit. So like I had HBO, I was paying for HBO and Stars. I knew I was paying, but then it got to a turn like, bro, I got all this shit on this. Why the fuck am I paying
Yeah,
HBO
we gotta
and Stars?
stick- if we
I
gotta
don't need
stick
that
all
shit
that-
until power come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need that shit, and especially Stars, because I only got it because of power.
I don't get for Power and American Gods, and I only get that shit when Power come back on. That shit get cut.
And then
right?
I was paying-
They get that free month.
Then I
and
was
it's
paying
over
for
after that.
Amazon Prime 12 months. I'm like, why am I paying 12 months when I could just go ahead and get the full year subscription?
Yeah.
So I save $40 by getting a year subscription.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, you need
What's
that
the perks with that shit?
Yeah, that shipping.
So if you buy something, you get it the next day or something?
Yeah, and if you got to, sometimes you can get same day if you got an Amazon, like say we got an Amazon here. You ever seen the Amazon vans riding around?
Yeah.
Like, them boy do same day if your warehouse got.
So I
what you
always
ordered.
see an Amazon van in my neighborhood
Yeah.
every day. Same dude.
Niggas order off Amazon every day.
So you'll get your shit the next day if you got Amazon
You
Prime.
get it the same day sometimes. If you look at your item, if you order and that shit say same day delivery available, if that shit going and that shit clear, they bring that shit that day. That shit crazy.
I really don't order too much. I ain't never ordered nothing off Amazon. No bullshit. But I got that bitch though because of my Fire Stick.
Man, I've been following this page on Twitter called Fat Kids Deals. And I remember one day, like I remember like 1 week, it was
What's
like,
that shit like?
man, they post deals on all kind of shit you might need for around the house. Like, yeah, shit you don't really need, but yeah, like they have like this $100 bill rug, like a runner rug. I just bought that bitch. It was $10. Like, but you'll look up and you'll damn spend $200 in a week just ordering off that shit, bro. Like that shit crazy, dog. Shout out to Fat Kids Deals. Them niggas will
This
have
shit
like
is dog,
20 pounds of cereal for $5.
Dog, I be.
baby wipes for $9. Dog.
I ain't gonna lie, cause sometimes like when I be in Walmart now, I be like really stocking up on shit, so I know I ain't got to come back for a period of time. So I know if I get on Amazon, bruh, I'm waiting for them to get
deal's
that
better on
Tropicana
Amazon Prime.
apple juice, the orchard style, in a pack, and they do not have that shit nowhere in a pack. All you can do is buy the individual one. That's the best apple juice on the market, bruh.
You'll be sitting on your sofa and like Devin say, "Damn, I need this." Boom, Amazon Prime is here tomorrow. I don't gotta go. No.
Jeff Bezos, you motherfucker. But I ain't mad at you. You know what you was doing with this shit. That's crazy how that shit just went from strictly books to all type of goods. You get everything now. Niggas don't even fuck with eBay like that no more. Like, shit has changed.
Subscription shit. I've been thinking the other day about my cell phone. I'ma always have a new cell phone, so I'm gonna owe T-Mobile $100 for the rest of my life.
You never bought a phone straight out of pocket?
Yeah, I've done.
Just to cut your monthly bill?
Yeah, I've done it, but then I look at it like it ain't really worth it.
Yeah, right, because you gonna,
$1,000 right now. If I'm
yeah,
gonna keep it for a year. Trade that.
yeah,
Makes
you gonna
sense.
get another phone the next year, like.
But see, me, this 7 Plus staying for a long fucking time.
Fucking say,
No,
This
bro,
this
real
shit paid
shit.
off, so this ain't
paid
going
off.
on. I'm gonna ride
and
this
it's
bitch
red, too.
till it's gone. Like,
And it's red. I still got the same quality. I got portrait mode on there, so I ain't really tripping.
This
And I
bitch-
got crazy space, so
this bitch sticking around till it.
hell yeah.
y'all niggas like, damn.
Tune, I done spanned 2 phones already. I done spanned the 8 and the 10.
Yeah.
Now the 10 XR and all that. No, I'm good.
Hey, I was looking on Twitter the other day. Somebody tweeted it was like a lot of niggas would be quiet if this showed like the model phone you was tweeting from. Like it was saying some niggas still got 5 S's and shit like that. 5 C's and
Hey,
shit.
remember a couple years when Cam went live on IG and he said, "Dog, I still got this iPhone 4S."
Oh yeah. A lot of
Remember that?
niggas still got old iPhones, bro. They don't care about that
They
shit.
don't care. A lot of people don't care. But it's crazy how the mental is with that shit. Cause a nigga could be tweeting and it say from iPhone 4S. But like, nigga, you got a fucking iPhone 4S. Fuck, I look like tweeting you.
House could be paid off. And
Yeah.
talking shit.
The nigga still talking shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't really put too much weight
I
on
don't
that.
put too much weight
Some
on that
of the
shit.
best tweeters
But you
might
know,
have
so-
fucked up phones though.
You know,
Like,
so crazy how much our mental has changed when it came to phone. Remember when we was working at Amazon, we used to trip off niggas with them big ass droids. But
Yeah.
at the time we had the 4.
yeah, the
and
4
the
was
5,
small as a bitch.
And then remember when
Now
the 5S,
I need the big
the
iPhone
5S
now.
had got bigger. So the 5S had got to about, because the 4 was like right here. Then the
Mhm.
5S got like right here. Then it got to a point like, dog, why I need my phone to be a little bigger.
Yeah.
And I remember when I got the 6, and the 6 is like right here. And I was like, man, that shit big. And now the 7 Plus is perfect size. So I don't really feel it. But we did used to trip off that shit. Remember when dog had the Vine? When an Android phone ring and dog had the big flat screen and it fell on top of it. Well, yeah, them motherfuckers used to be big as hell for real, dog. But I ain't mad at Apple, man. I just can't imagine holding the 4 in my hand right now.
That shit look like a Snicker bar, nigga. What the fuck I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
What the fuck I'm gonna do with this shit? And ain't got no size on it neither. Yeah, memory done changed, man.
Shit crazy.
But I be saving a lot more space now. I be going and checking my shit. The shit that was taking up a lot of space actually was messages, man. I got to be clearing certain threads, man.
I be trying to tell them. I be telling stuff on. I delete all my messages every month. All of
I got to clear, dog. It'd be like 30-something gigs off of fucking messages by itself. And I'd be like, dog, that's what the fuck is taking up all my space.
my messages be racking up.
I need to go ahead and delete all my shit too.
I don't know why the fuck we keep them. We don't go back to them shit.
No bullshit.
Sentimental value.
No bullshit. I remember creeping into 2015. I scrolled back on my like to the bottom, and I had threads from 2012. I said, "Dog, what the fuck? Didn't it be from numbers that's not even saved?" I be like, "I gotta delete these shit, man."
Yeah, let me get these hoes out my damn threads. I'm doing it. Yeah.
Because it be the messages that you send in, like if you, because I send a lot of videos through messages. That's the shit that be creeping up my shit. I be sending videos and pictures and shit. That shit add up, man. But I'm never leaving iPhone, so I ain't got to worry about that.
A lot of y'all will.
Nah, I'm not leaving iPhone.
I leave an iPhone.
I remember when Mo had the Droid, I switched to iPhone before he did. And I remember I told him, I said, dog, you might as well go ahead and get the iPhone. He said, Mike, I ain't fucking with that shit. So I remember like summer 2012, he's like, hey, bro, I just got the iPhone 4 and I love this shit. He said I ain't leaving that
It's
shit.
a shift in balance right now.
It was a shit because I was pro Droid at one time. Like, and then beginning 2012, I switched to Sprint, and they said, man, you might as well get the iPhone. I was like, man, what made me get it was Instagram. I remember somebody was like, dog, you get Instagram. I was like, dog, I can't get it because of the Droid.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And so
I remember
he's
those
like-
days, bro.
And then I already had to switch to Sprint anyway. So I was like, man, let me just go ahead and get the iPhone. And I was sold ever since. And it's convenient. It's convenient. You got all the apps I need, emails come there and all that shit. So I ain't never leaving iPhone.
Instagram was Apple exclusive. At
And
one
I ain't got to
time.
worry about no
That's crazy.
viruses.
Who worries about viruses, dog?
Just saying.
If niggas still get a virus on their phone, something to fuck wrong.
Hey, man, Droid
And
still
a
got that
deep
window
dark
open.
web in it. They doing something you ain't supposed to be doing.
Something wrong when you get a virus on a phone. Hell no.
It is something about seeing that green bubble, though, dog. That should just be fucking me up. I be telling people, dog, don't put me in no group chat with no androids, man. They fuck up the whole group chat because you can't send certain shit when you in a group chat with a droid, bruh. The shit it be different. Like, you know how, like, when you send, if I send you a link from Instagram or a video for Twitter, the whole shit'll pop up. But if you just send it to a droid, the whole video won't, like, the whole shit won't expand.
Yeah.
So you could play it, like if I send Mo something on Instagram, he only got to open up the link. All he got to do is hit the volume on it, and it'll play. But if I send that shit to a droid, it'll collapse down. It won't play the whole shit. But that just be funny shit. I fuck with y'all, man.
That's just the messages. I mean, y'all got the iMessage, which is dope as shit. But other than that, I don't know what the fuck y'all do.
Shout out to them niggas who phone be off, but all they can do is iMessage you. They got Wi-Fi. As long as you got Wi-Fi,
God, niggas be doing that shit.
You can Wi-Fi call too. Like motherfuckers be calling off Wi-Fi, bro.
Niggas, I remember when niggas called me
Niggas
off
phones be
Messenger,
off,
bro.
bruh.
When I had Facebook,
I don't be catching that shit. At first. I'm be like, oh, I ain't got no Wi-Fi right now. I can't call you. I be like, what?
what?
Oh, this nigga phone off. Never mind. I don't be thinking about that shit. Like this nigga phone off, bro.
Dog, you know, so crazy. I remember when Steve Jobs did the press conference for the first iPhone. That was 07, dog. Like, that's crazy. That was 12 years ago. And he said, internet, phone, and all messaging all in one. I was like, dog, how that shit gonna work? Because the first iPhone had that, like, kind of like an old iPod, that big pack, that bulky back.
But now we transitioning because that was 3G.
Yeah, that's 3G.
5G now.
Man, I remember when 3G was the fastest shit on the fucking planet, dog.
Yeah, wait till you see 5G. That's gonna be
LTE is fast.
retarded. They say 5G is almost like 200 times faster.
So it's basically like some Wi-Fi type shit.
Crazy. It's crazy. They say it's the Internet of Things where everything you have is gonna connect with everything else.
Man, this shit getting too fast, bro. We gonna
You
end
gotta
up
put
in
a certain
in
cap
real,
on it,
like,
man.
Matrix type shit, man. Like,
So Mo, you need to go ahead, on one of them cookie nights, go do a deep dive on 5G.
man, that might be the night. That might be the night, my nigga. Like, I feel like the cookie sessions is involved.
Because if you start getting the cell phone speed matching up with Wi-Fi speed, that's crazy.
No, it's faster than that.
It's gonna be
5,
faster than
yeah.
Wi-Fi speed.
Yeah, 5G is supposed to be like the next, like almost on, because you know the big thing they pushing now is like the augmented reality shit. Like, you ever seen the new shit they got with like, if you on Snapchat and you hold your phone up to certain posters, like that shit'll come out like 3D. Like, they had this shit in Nike Town, New York. If you hold up to this Lakers shit, like LeBron James come out of the shit.
It'll bring.
No, the nigga steps out like almost onto like the ground, like he moving and shit, like it's like real. It look real life. Like that's the next phase we going into.
I think we always say that shit and know nothing happen. I think it'll be alright.
Nigga, just look at 3G versus 4G. Look how different that is.
It's a big fucking difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 3G and 4G is different.
All it takes is for the right nigga to manipulate that shit, and we be like, oh, okay, so this was going on. Like
5G is gonna be almost as fast as you can think. So whenever you think something, that shit gonna be like that.
I don't know about all that, bro. Cause you gotta think, it's already crazy. Like how you search certain things on your Google and shit like that, and then you'll scroll on like Facebook, and it'll be like all kind of ads and shit based off what you were searching, or like how they had with the they had that big thing with the Alexa and all that shit. How you talking around it, and it'll start like playing certain like advertisements based on like it picking up certain keywords and shit like that. Like that's not. I don't fuck with shit like that. Like I don't like that type of shit. Like yeah, like them people listening, bro. Like and you gotta think. They sell that information to third party like businesses and shit like that. So you don't know what niggas doing with this information, bro. Like based off of what Alexa picking up and what you searching on your phone, bro. Like I don't fuck with that type of shit, man.
Yeah,
like
you're right. I never really thought about that shit.
I ain't fucking with that.
Get you up. You gonna have to. There's nothing to do.
Hey man, I going back to that track phone, bro.
You ain't going back to that.
I was shopping for Devin the other day, right? And I was at Dior. I was trying to get her some perfume. I never searched for perfume or nothing. As soon as I left the Dior counter, I'm on Instagram. Dior is all over my phone. Just from listening to what the fuck I'm talking about.
I did see that a couple times talking about some shit, and then I get on Twitter, I see ads for certain shit,
That's crazy.
and I'd be like, I vividly remember about me going to Walmart and buying some motherfucking buying some shit, and that shit pop up on my TL. Like,
Bro, that shit wild, bro. Like that shit wild.
That's why, like, honestly, like, I know it probably don't mean much, but like, I really been limiting my social media like platforms. I'm not on Snapchat no more. You know, I'm not on Facebook no more. I just got Instagram and Twitter.
Right.
And like a lot of that shit is like through time, I'm starting to like condense a lot of shit that I'm into as far as like the internet and social media. A lot of shit that I used to have, I don't have no more. Cause for one, I don't need, and like, I don't feel the need to have all them social media platforms. It's like really no need. Have
I
all
don't
that
got
access,
Snapchat no more because
all that access to you and shit like that. And then with Snapchat with them face filters and all
yeah,
that,
like all that shit crazy. And Snapchat is that's like a prostitution app now.
I hear that shit ain't popular like how it was. They thought it was gonna take off with DJ Khaled repping for
Nah,
them.
what happened was Instagram got them niggas out the paint with that Insta story shit, like and the filters and all that shit. They got them niggas out the paint. But I don't got Snapchat no more. I be on Facebook, but it's not really like that. That's it really. I be on Instagram and Twitter, but I don't really be on Facebook like that. I think the only reason why I still got my Facebook because a lot of my family contact me on Facebook. But other than that, I'd have been on Facebook. But
Yeah, you more active on Twitter than Instagram.
yeah,
anyway.
I don't really.
Ain't no getting off that shit. Like the other day, me and Stephon was watching niggas getting off the grid, right? Well, nigga, you posted this shit to YouTube. You ain't off the grid, nigga.
You still on the app.
YouTube got stories now. Like you can go watch niggas' YouTube stories.
For real?
What?
Nah, that's major for YouTube.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That means niggas who got a following on YouTube, they can always put content on their YouTube. Like
Always put content on there. That's crazy.
that's what's up though. Oh yeah, so while we talking about YouTube pages, man, subscribe to Witness and Messengers page, man.
Yeah, man.
I was
Shout out
looking
to
at
all
our
the
shit.
YouTube subscribers.
We was at like what 25 subscribers. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
pretty good. I ain't seen no thumbs down yet.
Yeah, we'll do something for you guys soon. I'll say that. We'll do something for you guys soon.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
What
man.
else you got, Mike? We good, man?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Who we shouting out,
everything,
man? Who we shouting out?
Shout out to all the subscribers, like I said, on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Shout out to all the supporters on Twitter as well. You know, shout out to everybody, man.
Shout out,
supporters. Shout out to Work Media, of course.
shout out to them sundresses and shout out to them bell bottom clappers because I smell it on the horizon. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
So
man.
like we say every week on Witness and Messages, man, if you hear anything on here that gets you in your feelings, you feel some type of way about something we said, always remember,
We're just some messengers.
we out.